rolling.
The gay podcast.
Limp Bizkit? That was Limp Bizkit, right?
Yeah,
Is
I think
it?
so.
Yeah, keep rolling. I think that's Limp Bizkit.
I would believe you because I actually have no idea.
You definitely have heard that before, though, right?
I have
Yeah.
no idea either.
You heard that though before.
just feel like-
I'm not just
I feel
saying
like-
that.
Isn't that like Blues Brothers or something?
No, that keep rolling.
It's giving Limp Bizkit.
Don't forget the Blues Brothers.
Yeah,
It's not me. It's just
it
the
is.
Blues Brothers.
It is.
Or what does he
It's
say?
Limp Bizkit,
Oh, okay. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Shout out Limp
and the
Bizkit.
song is called "Rolling."
Wow, you would have. I would have never.
Who would have ever thought? What's up, guys? Should we
What's
cheers?
going on?
on?
Oh yeah, let's
Cheers to
definitely
a brand
cheers.
new week.
Cheers.
Got that pink drink.
Pink drink. Got that. Yeah, got that new. We're drinking Nuvo for people who don't know. We're drinking Nuvo.
This is Pepto Bismol.
Kristen is laughing because she remembers Nuvo. T
Shots to
might
Nuvo.
not remember Nuvo.
I don't know what Nuvo is.
You remember T-Pain, that pink?
Yeah.
Yo,
I remember we had to drink it, and it's like Kool-Aid.
it was pretty much like, I think it was the Ciroc, or like, now kids, I see them, not kids, like young adults, I'll say this, the young ones who don't spend money on liquor, now I see them drinking Buzz Balls.
Hell yeah.
Like,
I want to get into Buzz Balls.
you're not gonna want to because it's cheap
No.
liquor.
You know
You
what?
can't, Kristen,
it's
you
like
can't
a-
handle cheap liquor anymore.
I feel like
Yeah.
You're at an age.
No,
you're at a
100%.
stage
people
now. I don't
look
want to
like
say
they're
age. You're at
getting
a,
ramped up, and it looks like fun.
Yeah, because it's full of sugar.
you used to do that, Kristen, on the liquor of that time period when you first started drinking. What was the stuff you drank?
Smirnoff.
Tea.
Ooh.
See, you can't do that. Nah, no. There's judgment fee with this because we were young and didn't know. You had to
But
learn.
really,
No,
what-
I'm only making that face because my first experiences drinking were with vodka.
of course, it's everybody's. It's the cheapest one.
I might have told this story, but I wasn't a big drinker when I was a kid.
I don't think any
which
of us
is
were.
which is
When
a
I
good
was
thing.
a child,
would
I used to
assume.
never drink.
Yeah.
No, but like in high school, it was prom senior year, and I had a prom date, and I was like, there was an after party, and I was like, I've never drank before,
Of course.
so I was like, this seems like the type of place I should drink.
Yes, it's about that time.
So I was
Pop my
like,
cherry.
my girlfriend at the time was Hispanic. Sorry, Kristen. Trigger warning.
What the fuck?
She was Hispanic.
That is so corny. You're doing this.
No, but anyway, I was at her family like gathering, and I drank with like their family, and it was chill. It was just like, I think I was drinking beer or something, and I got, a little buzz, and I was like, all right, like that was fun,
Was this your first time actually feeling intoxicated? Like what
Yeah.
it feels like to be intoxicated?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I was like, oh, that was cool, like I was just trying to gear myself up in case, I got drunk on prom night. So long story short, prom
Gear
was
himself up.
actually horrible.
Damn.
Yeah.
Damn.
I mean, the venue and everything, like my suit was fly and everything like that, but I'm just not. Yeah, it was just, prom was just awkward. And then it was time for the after party. I was like, all right, at least there's a party. Like, this will be fun. And we, the plan was a bunch of people got rooms at this hotel.
Same.
And
Senior experience.
Yes. You did it. Did you do the
But
same?
No.
the thing
didn't
about like hotels, but for prom night, they knew people were having prom, so they're like, we're not accepting any bookings for prom night. So they did it like on some sly shit, I think like under her mom's name or something, but it looked mad sus because literally like we had the whole floor.
They did something similar at the hotel near us where they weren't booking any rooms to anyone who wasn't an adult.
Yeah.
You couldn't do it if you weren't like
I mean,
under
it's
24 or
bad,
something.
dude.
So
It's
someone else had to
underage
finesse
drinking
as well.
and-
Someone had to finesse as well. But they still got it done clearly, right?
No.
Oh, did you?
So this is the
Oh,
thing,
okay.
right? So we had the booking. We get on the party bus. We're headed to the hotel, and they're like, "Oh, they canceled our booking because they found out this was like for prom." So then, Plan B, we're like, "All right, I guess we'll just go party at this person's
A
house."
T-scrib?
Not hell no, hell no, bro. I'm bringing all these fucking people in my house. So
see how that wasn't even the option? T was just sitting there like, damn, what we gonna do? Got a pool in the back and shit.
Yeah, that was back when my pool actually had water.
There we go. See, this nigga like, damn,
Yeah.
what we gonna do?
Nah. So I was like, all right, I'm just going with the flow. I really didn't care. Like I was like, whatever, but we get to the house and then people start pouring drinks or whatever.
Of course, pouring up.
My date though was like, she just abandoned me, dead ass. Like
She knew what was up.
yeah,
This nigga never drank before.
she was like, oh yeah, like I'll help you make a drink. Pours me a drink, mixes it. I think it was like something horrible, like a deadly, devilish mix, bro.
Just mostly liquor.
I just stood there and
Like pop.
I stood there and
probably
watched.
like a cola.
Bro, it was vodka and Pepsi.
Of course.
Or Coca-Cola, bro.
Of course.
So that,
What else would it be?
but like the ratio was hitting, and I was like, all right, this is cool. So I just go post up on the couch, and she just disappears into the abyss of the party. I don't know. She's out doing her thing. I'm just like,
Prom activities.
it's like, all right, cool. I'm by myself. Fuck it then. And then so I drink the drink. I'm just sitting there chilling, people watching. Really, drink my drink. I was like, oh man. I was like, that was fast. I was like, I guess I'll just go make another drink. I don't see my date anywhere. I'm gonna go make a drink.
That's what you're supposed to do when you finish one drink. Make another one.
Exactly. So I pull up to the little bar
Blackout.
cart. I'm looking at the stuff. I'm like, oh man, what does she mix it with? I'm like, fuck it. So I'm like, it was definitely just soda and vodka.
Horrible.
how can you fuck that up?
Yeah, straight. That's cool.
No, it isn't.
Bro, I grab a red cup, put it on
Drink
the
that
table.
right now.
Yeah.
I pour half of the cup up with vodka.
Oh, so you just wasting my vodka. Now I'm pissed.
And then I poured, and then on the other half, I did soda because I didn't know ratios. I was like,
And it's probably like pop off.
I'm like half and half, bro. So
I wasted my vodka.
I pour that up. I drink it within like 7 minutes.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
7 minutes, and then I'm like,
Gone.
it's like, I'm gonna make another one.
No, not the third one.
You're not sweating by now. You're not like.
Bro,
First of all,
I
know-
drank it so fast I didn't feel anything.
That's gonna happen. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true. That's gonna happen.
And then you stand up.
Yeah, that's gonna.
And
happen.
then I go over and I pour up another one, half vodka, half soda.
Same mix.
Bro, I killed that shit.
Damn, you
No.
probably like liquor.
And then I'm sitting on the couch, bro. And as soon as I finish it, within minutes, bro, my entire head is spinning. I'm sitting there. I'm like, oh fuck. I was like,
Yeah.
I'm gonna throw up.
Yeah.
But the one thing they said was that they didn't want people to throw up in the house. Like, whatever you guys do, don't throw up in here. It's like, that seems like a crazy thing to ask, but all right. Bro, so I feel it coming. I'm like, fuck, they said don't throw up in here. So I'm like,
Where were you supposed to throw up?
I immediately beeline to the doorway, to like the front door. And then my date just miraculously appears and suddenly cares. And she's like, no, you can't leave. Like, I can't let you drive. Like, she thinks I'm trying to leave. She's drunk too at this point. She's like, no, I can't let you leave. Like, you can't drive. I'm like, I literally can't talk because I'm about to fucking throw up. So I'm like, I'm trying to push her off me. I'm like, get the fuck off. I'm like, please. I finally like get free. I stumble out of the front door, bro. I just walk into the middle of the street and I just
You heard Earl.
yeah.
Did you feel better?
I did feel better.
I was hoping that'd be like.
But then I just
projectile
like
right on the-
went to sleep, and that was my prom night.
You know what? I've seen parents in a position like this, over intoxicated, and I can just imagine his little sweet baby self.
Aww.
And
Just like scared a little bit too.
Yeah, this is
someone
young
got
tea.
someone got me some water, bro. I drank it on the curb. They're like, here, let's get you inside,
Let's get
bro.
you inside.
Went inside, literally slept, woke up the next morning. I was just like, well, that sucked. We got like IHOP. It was a fucking horrible breakfast. And that
Were
was
you still? Did you wake up in like your tux?
no, I was in like a t-shirt.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But yeah, dude, horrible experience.
Yeah. Damn, that's crazy.
So that was my like first experience with vodka, bro. For years, probably even till this day, bro. Unless it's mixed well, like I'll never take a shot of vodka.
That was it. Did that ruin your love of or even relationship with vodka?
Kind of, bro. Like I mean, I'll have like a seltzer or
It's something mixed.
A mixed drink.
A mixed drink, yeah.
But I'll never like the
Vodka?
smell of vodka triggers me.
That's
bro.
understandable. Vodka is like a
Horrible.
harsher liquor out of all of them, I think.
No, I think it's actually isn't it like the healthiest?
Yeah, it is the healthiest.
Or actually, no, that might not be true. I think tequila is.
I feel like it. I know. I feel like it is the healthiest liquor.
It just
vodka.
smells so similar to rubbing alcohol that I just
an
can't
issue.
do it. I just can't beat the smell. But I feel like that similarly with tequila. I would love to drink tequila, but
you feel that way about tequila as well?
yeah, I don't know. I used to only drink tequila for
I love
years
tequila.
and years and
Yeah,
years.
That makes sense.
And now I'm just
Oh
drink
wow,
whiskey.
yeah, vodka
I
is
really-
healthier than
yeah.
tequila, but they're both healthier than
Darker.
They say clear liquors.
Clear
like
liquors, that's what it
vodka,
is.
Gin, rum, tequila,
That's
soju.
what it is. They say
and
clear.
sake.
That's what it is. Clear liquors are healthier than the darker ones, the darker joints.
Yeah.
But now that we've given you a nice
Wow, that was
drunk intro.
I had to tell that story.
a drunk intro, people.
Yeah, what's going on?
What's going
Who
on?
are these people? Who are you people?
Ooh, I like that. You can do that like that. I didn't make it freaky like that. Hey.
What's going on, you
It's
guys?
a new episode of the EOD podcast.
What is it? 211?
211.
Yo, what's going on, y'all? It's your boy T in the building.
TTT will exclusive.
It's your boy Sin.
Sin exclusive.
And me, Kristen Elizabeth.
Gang shit. Hey. Oh, and best believe this episode is sponsored by Penguin Products. And
Shout out
that's
Penguin Products.
Smoking Penguin. If you're looking for the IG, it's Smoking Penguin.
Smoking on that P.
All that.
Yeah, pushing P for sure. Hit us up for all your weed products.
Wow.
Right now we just got pre-rolls, but
This is
Hell
an
yeah.
ad. This is an ad.
this is an ad.
100%.
So don't,
Alright.
you can not fast forward through it though.
End of the day podcast.
I'm getting better at this.
Yeah, for sure.
It's like I've been doing this for 200 episodes or something.
Yeah, years.
Years.
5 years.
Decades.
Oh man, it's crazy because my phone be reminding me and showing me photos from like
Oh, the memories on Facebook really fucked me up.
the
Lately.
memories that my phone be reminding me of, T.
The phone memories come every day.
And it'd be so crazy because like when you think about it, we like met
In 2017.
but around this time.
Yeah.
Like I just got here maybe a whole. Well, I mean now it's like the 21st, but I got here 2 weeks ago.
Damn, man. Remember the Henny Talk interview?
Dude, that's what I'm saying.
That was fire.
Yo, that's just popping up on my memories. I'm like, yo, me and T tapped in as soon as I got here. We like tapped in
Oh, that's
and started chilling. Like,
So one of your first LA friends.
yeah, for sure.
That's nice.
for
And
sure.
He was
I
the
didn't know
first
that.
person that like fucked with me at work too.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
It was crazy. And it's showing me like photo. I'm like, damn, I forgot that museum we went to where we had to wear the little there's just photos of us with these things on because it's whatever the room we're in was like a white room, so they gave us these like things to put over our shoes. It was me and you and DJ. Shout out DJ. And
Bro, wait, what?
yeah, I know. I'll show you the photos after we record, dude. It's crazy. It's so old, dude. I'm like, what the fuck were we even doing that day?
The
I don't even
scary thing
remember.
is I'm trying to remember that and I can't.
I totally forgot about it until I seen the photo, and then I remember like the memory of it. But I'm like, what were we even? Because
Wait. Oh, that's when I was wearing I had like that jacket on.
It was. I think
And
you
I-
were wearing like a red sweater, maybe. A jacket?
I had dreads, right?
No, you did not.
Did you know Terrence with dreads?
Yeah.
Yeah. He had him. He had him for a little bit before. I think you cut him.
When you
maybe.
went from dreads to bald, what did you do in between? Because when I met you, you had just short, like a fade, right?
That's pretty much what happened. I went from like a high top to then I had a little dread thing, and then after my dreads, I cut my hair short, and I wore that for a while with no beard, and then I shaved my head and grew a beard.
Okay.
The rest is history.
The rest is history.
Here I am.
No top.
So what's been up, guys? How y'all been? It's been a little bit of week. Kristen,
I had a summer cold.
Adriaki got the same thing. So
Yeah.
Oh, really?
I had to deal with that too. So I understood it as well.
Yeah, it wasn't too bad. I had like one day of chills and then mostly just like congested feeling, but you know, it too much, but not too bad.
A bunch of people caught COVID at the Olympics.
Yeah.
So
I bet.
Clearly, like, sicknesses are still extremely
I
rampant.
mean, it's like,
even if it's the summer season.
yeah,
I feel like it is.
I feel like people always get summer colds. That's why it's like
100%.
a phrase, right?
I was worried. That's why I was like trying to take care of Shorty, but like I just did not want to get sick. And you know,
Yeah.
I think most
Do you
people
guys sleep in the same bed
That's what
still?
I'm saying. Most people who live with their significant other, I'm sure all y'all deal with that, where it's hard to not catch your partner's cold.
Yeah, honestly, if one of us has a really bad cold, we just sleep in separate rooms.
See, yeah,
We have that luxury for sure.
I mean, we definitely have that space in our place to do that. I think, I don't know. I would want to. I wanted to. she definitely would take it a type of way.
Should we be hot?
You know what though? If we sleep separate, it is like
Sometimes
it's hard.
Yeah.
Sleeping alone when you have like the luxury of sleeping with a partner every day, like touching skins and stuff.
Also, not only that, I don't know, did any of y'all ever? Because I have my brother was only 4 years older than me, so when we lived in the PJs, we had shared a room until he became a teenager.
Yeah, I sure used to share a room with my brother.
So, T, did you ever share a room with a sibling?
I did not.
So going to sleep with someone else in the room at the same time, because they essentially would put us to bed at the same time. Mm-hmm. It's funny when you're going to sleep in someone else. So like I would see it hard not to be like, hey,
it's like summer camp,
you
like sleepovers.
Yet? You asleep yet? No, you asleep yet? There'd be incredible. Of course, I'm gonna be talking to her. From the other room, I'm gonna see.
That's how I feel when we sleep separate. We'll FaceTime.
Yeah,
like,
we high key.
All right, I'm gonna go to bed.
I'm gonna see if she can hear my farts. Honestly, I'm gonna be like,
I'm sick.
Just amplify that shit.
Exactly.
Did you hear that?
Did you hear that one?
What was that?
Someone trying to break in?
Yeah.
That's real love.
But yeah, I feel like it's hard to not pass a cold.
Yeah.
Because of just the level.
I think we did pretty good so far. I think we're like out of the clear.
That's good for sure. But it's weird too. At the same time, it might be gone from you before it show up 100% in the other person. Yeah. That was weird too.
Yeah, it can take a while.
Like a dying cold, its last ditch effort to live. You remember Osmosis Jones?
Bro, that movie's so good.
Remember at the end, the virus was trying to just make it into something else so he could
his daughter.
Yeah. Oh yeah, he was trying to make it into daughter.
Speaking of virus.
Oh yeah. What?
Are you guys scared?
What, monkeypox?
Yeah.
Hold on, what virus? Is there a new virus?
Monkeypox.
Is this new? Is this legit? I haven't even heard of it.
Yes, it's very real and very legit.
That's crazy that I haven't even seen anything post on it. Is it something is it coming from, I don't want to say China. Is it coming from like China again?
I believe it's coming from Africa.
Damn.
Yeah. It's like it's a zoonotic experience. So it's passed from monkeys to humans.
And
I'm shook.
Shit's airborne.
Because baby, I'm blessed.
I'm not gonna hold
skin.
you to something that's incredibly annoying about that it's coming from Africa and it's called monkeypox.
That's what I'm saying.
Like, you know, the niggas are gonna go crazy with the jokes. People are gonna get crazy with the racist shit, and someone's gonna have to get, you know, that fuck around find out chart. Someone's gonna have to get hands put on them because they're gonna say something wild about this monkeypox shit to the wrong person and get fucked up.
Man, I wonder if people ever get tired of being racist. Like, does it get tiring to you to just be
don't you just
hating
want
people all the
be
time?
positive?
Well, I seen the stat the other day because I seen someone say it in an interview and it sounded good. So now, right now, currently what I have been doing is when I hear something in an interview or someone of importance say something good, I just Google it, see what pops up, just to a
level of fact checking,
a lowest level of fact checking that
I
have the patience.
We're trying
for.
to do our due diligence, baby.
And so, dude in the interview said, biracial people are the fastest growing race in America. Biracial. So in 10 years, biracial people of mixed race will be, I can't remember what the exact number was, but they'll essentially be almost running shit or have the numbers to be running shit.
They've been saying that though.
Yeah.
They're
Feels
saying
like everybody's just gonna be one big.
by 2050 we're supposed to be like fair skinned. Everyone's supposed to.
Which is making more sense, but at the same time, I also seen which was true, we continue to try to define blackness when only one race really kind of brings it up in that degree, which is white people. Like, we don't try to say we all kind of just want this to be equal in that sense. White people are the only one who bring it up in that kind of problem, like about blackness or race. Trump, for example.
Yeah.
Is Kamala black? Is she not? Whatever. Like, and at the end of the day, why do you give a fuck?
Because she's a qualified person to
Candidate.
run.
Bringing it up even with about Barack and shit like that. Like, bro, why are we talking about race right now? Why do y'all bring it up continually? Why are y'all continually making this a thing when we're all clearly, when COVID didn't give a fuck. It was taking on whoever. It wasn't a racial thing. And it's crazy. It takes things like that to really show, like, the color of our skin don't fucking matter in the end of the day. But
Right. Yeah, man. I don't know. There's been a lot of crazy stuff happening right now.
yeah.
What about like the Social Security breach? Are you worried about that?
I mean, honestly, with my information, personally, no, because I don't think I feel like,
What are you gonna get?
yeah, what are you really gonna get?
What are you gonna do with that?
You can try, because it's not like there's gonna be a loan or something that you're gonna be able to get that I haven't already applied for type shit.
I mean, they could open a credit card.
They're gonna steal my identity and be like, oh shit, like I owe
this guy's broke.
niggas mad money. Yeah, exactly.
Damn, I'm in debt now.
Yeah, I'm in debt now. Exactly. Nah, but I mean, in reality, yeah, I guess the biggest thing people were worried about was opening credit cards like that. But I wonder how easy that is. I would like to see.
I think it's like low key. If you have good credit and that people have your information, I think it's like fairly easy. One of my girlfriends, somebody bought a Mercedes Benz in her name. Stole her identity and then bought a Mercedes.
Did she find out? How did she find out?
Because they called her to be like,
oh, you're not paying for your shit?
obviously you just rolled off with this and like what's going on. And she's like, what are you talking about?
Damn.
And then had come out that I think like they rolled it off the lot, put it on a truck, gone. Type of vibe. You know what I mean?
And then then at that point, if
You gotta like flee the country, right?
Yeah, but this is what they do.
and that's another thing. Are you screwed? Like, if someone steals your identity and you're able to prove that it was an act of stolen identity,
I think she got it all cleared up.
that's what I'm wondering.
but
Are you?
I mean, it's first of all,
or is it like, nah, it's your fault. Your identity got stolen.
I mean, I don't know. Like, especially specifically with this incident, with it being so many people, they're gonna have to have like something.
Well, someone told me too that they reported that it was 2.9 million, billion people, but the reality is, wait, was it billion or million?
It might have been a billion.
I feel like it was billion because I was like,
yeah, but it's
it's
also
everybody.
It's also including dead people.
Also, though, don't we all feel like we've heard our information has been stolen before? Like, I feel like we've all been around.
I get fucking mail all the time.
All the time, right?
Yeah.
Ticketmaster, they be.
I think nowadays, just in general, at least our generation, because I know maybe if I was like my parents' age, I might be worried if I'm not, because I might not be crazy tapped in with technology to that degree. But for the most part, I feel like we're well aware, or we have the accessibility to be well aware of our finances to that degree. How many apps do you get an ad for on any of the podcasts or things you listen to about those apps you can download that check your fucking credit score and shit like
Credit
that?
Karma and stuff like
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? There's so many things now that's available that if you actually are worried about that stuff, I think you have access to the information to get that shit nowadays. Like, you don't have, there's no reason for you to be like totally tuned out if you care.
Yeah. If you're worried, you can check it out.
If you care, yeah. If you care nowadays,
Run it.
Because I feel like most that list might be someone could just be scrubbing it for the people who don't care, who don't give a fuck, and those are the people that they take advantage of.
I just hope it's not me, man.
But T, how you check your credit? You check your credit score?
Karma.
You check your credit. You know, you look at that shit. I get the emails when my shit when my credit score goes up or when it moves at all.
Yeah.
Like I be watching that like amped for it.
Yeah.
Actually, I have to return my lease, and then you just do everything on your phone. So I went on my app. I started to do like the process of returning it, and they ran my credit. And then 5 minutes later, not even 5 minutes later, 2 minutes later, Credit Karma sent me a oh, you had a hard inquiry.
Your hard inquiry.
So it was fast as hell, really on it. I was like, whoa.
And whoa, fuck all this shit, Kristen. You returned the Tessie?
No, I returned it on Sunday.
So the Tessie is gone?
I'm gonna get a new one.
A new Tessie?
Yeah, just the new model.
Don't just you see how you see.
It's a lease, though. It's not
get that
I'm
lease
buying a
bullshit
car.
out of here. It don't matter
Yeah.
because you're still paying shit. It's not like you just. It's not like you out here
be saving $100.
Yeah, it's not like you out here just getting it for free and shit like that. You still are making dollars paying for that shit. And then when it comes to the end of it, they don't let you buy it, or they don't let you. They don't let you buy.
This one you can't buy. You can't buy the Model 3.
The one you have, or the one.
So the one I have is the Model 3 extended range. So it has four-wheel drive, and then it's.
And this is not an ad. I'm just inquiring on Kristen's new car and all that shit.
And then it's more souped up. And then for this one,
it's rear-wheel drive and less miles.
Yeah.
The one you're going to.
Yeah.
Because
it charges my car now supposedly is supposed to charge at 350, but it charges at 312, and then the new one is supposed to be basically 300, so it'll probably be 280.
So realistically, you were able to use the souped up version. See, this is what I'm glad we're talking to right now, because you see how they sell you. When they sold you on that car, they probably gave you top of the line numbers, because they said it charges at 3.
Yeah, optimal was 350 basically.
Optimal, and it realistically charged at 3 what?
I would say 312.
Yeah.
I don't remember maybe 320.
See how they give you? See how they sell us on shit? They sell us on range too. I'm sure they probably told you a higher range than it actually.
No, that
regularly.
was the range. That was that the number that I'm speaking of is the charge range.
Charge range. Oh, okay. That's
312 miles.
Got you.
But it's also it wouldn't it wouldn't pack more miles in than that, from my experience, my personal experience.
Got you. So they sell you on a lot of stuff.
Yeah, but I guess the newer model has a better battery, so it can hold a better charge. But because I paid extra to have the extended range, but you
didn't find it worth it to do that again. They try to sell you.
No, because the new model has a bigger charge, so I'm probably going to be 40-50 miles less, but whatever. And then I did it the extended range because I have charge anxiety, or I knew I would, because it
was your first electric car.
Yeah, you don't know realistically, what does that even mean?
Yeah, exactly.
And it takes so long to charge, so I was okay.
But now you've been using it.
Having an electric car.
You've been using it for
3 years.
3 years.
Yeah.
A lot more comfortable, used to actually driving on electric. Mm-hmm. So now they're not selling you on that shit that you was probably.
Now I'm I don't need all-wheel drive, and I don't need to hit a blaster and go super fast. When am I gonna burn rubber and?
Oh, hold on. So were you not doing it? I know T was anytime he got behind a
when I first got my car.
I didn't drive too crazy in that car.
No, when I first got my car, I would be as soon as I could go fast as hell, I would be zzz, because then
it's fun.
It puts that feeling in your stomach, and you're I'm on a roller coaster.
It's fun, yeah, for sure.
I did it to one of my girlfriends. One of my clients came in, and it was like, this is 3 years ago too, so Teslas were still like fairly new.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you want to see my car? She's like, yeah. So we get in my car. I start driving her around. I hit a blaster, which is when you just slam on the gas, and because it like goes so fast,
She made
like,
the name.
She made the name up.
it gives you that
Patent
like
pending.
ventricular force feeling in your
Whoa.
stomach, like
Yeah,
you're
no.
on a ride. Right?
Essentially, right now, what she's talking about, if you don't know, if you've never been to Tesla, if you've been on an electric roller coaster, because those literally are honestly the same thing.
Yeah.
Those usually launch you around like 40 miles per hour
Yeah.
instantly.
So you get that feeling in the pit of your stomach, like you're on a ride, and then it's just fun. And anyway, so I went zzz, hit a blaster, and my girlfriend looks at me and she goes, "That was sexual."
We need to get that. We need to holler at Elon. Blaster is what you need to call it when someone slams on the pedal.
Blaster disabled,
Blaster.
and then they don't let you like run that.
Blaster.
No, actually, when I did get hit, when this guy hit me, like a year and a half ago.
He had his blasters on.
No, I hit the blaster as soon as I seen him coming, and he would have hit me in my like passenger. Like he would have either hit me or hit my passenger in the back behind me. No, not passenger. The behind me
Rear passenger? Oh
Yeah.
no.
Whatever.
What side did you get on? Your side?
on my side.
So he would have hit your door.
But I seen him coming, and I was like, "Oh shit!" And I was like, Zzz, and then he hit the tail end of me.
Okay.
But
Shout out to the blasters.
shout out to the blaster.
Yeah. Keeping you moving at a crazy speed.
It wouldn't be a pod without a one crash.
Exactly. So, hey.
We got to crash out.
We got to crash out. We still love you guys, and we're going to run it back for you. Definitely.
Yeah, what we were talking about before this podcast crashed was your experience seeing
Aliens in 4D, guys.
Aliens in 4D.
Which, T, you liked the movie, Chris, and you didn't see it because you're okay.
I have a very particular way.
Have you seen any of them? Have you seen
aliens.
any of the Aliens movies?
No.
Are you familiar with even...
We watched something, Aliens, like 15 minutes of it.
And you don't like Predator either, right?
I can understand that. Predator's a little weird.
Is Predator not Alien?
He's an alien.
He's an alien.
He's an alien, but
Predator
he's just...
versus Alien.
Oh, you saw AVP? Like Alien
I
versus
seen
Predator?
one when I was young. Like I feel like I can see it in my head.
That's what I was
he's
gonna
like
ask.
A helmet-shaped alien.
That's what I
with
was
a
gonna.
tail.
I was gonna ask. Do
With
you
his teeth.
like you can? And he has a little mouth that
That's
comes
all
out.
I remember, and that was enough
Yeah.
for me. Honestly, it's giving snake pit. Black. Like once I was traumatized by a black snake pit. It was like all these like snakes together. And anyways, that's what it reminds me of.
And it's crazy enough that you've never watched the movie, but you could see. You've seen what the alien, the monster from Aliens looks like. It's that imagery from Aliens is that iconic. Shout out H.R. Geiger for that shit. Who created like the original.
And honestly, Mero, even going back and looking at the Alien films, they looked pretty good.
Yes, the original. Well, because the original Aliens movies was a dude in a suit.
Yeah. It was all practical effects.
Practical, and then I think in the third one, Aliens 3, is when they started using like 3D animation. The first two was practical. Aliens,
okay.
Alien is the first one. Then Aliens is a sequel, second one.
I'm gonna have to go back and watch it. Honestly,
and then in the third one, it's called Aliens 3. That one actually has like some CGI, and then the fourth one is horrible. You don't really need to watch that one. I just watched it. It was. But then you look at the time when it came out, and if you look at all the movies that were released that year, you can see why it looked like what it was.
I see. No, but yeah, I mean, overall, I feel like the plot
For sure.
was pretty solid.
I'll say this. It was a good movie as far as the plot wise. Seeing it in 4D, that 4D experience that we wanted to go see Twister in, is definitely worth it. I do wonder what Twister's going to be like in 4D after seeing this movie in 4D.
Was it crazy when like they were getting shot up in
Shot
zero
up.
gravity?
When they were getting shot up.
The zero gravity scene was my favorite part.
Really cool scene. Really good idea, too, because I was wondering what the hell they were going to do.
It was so smart.
Yeah. I was really wondering during the zero gravity scene, or just in general, because, aliens have acid for blood. Like what way?
Which I will say, bro, is actually the most terrifying thing.
Yes.
Because you can't hurt them.
Yeah.
Or else you're gonna get sucked into space. Kristen, these aliens literally they'll literally kill you. But the thing is that their blood is acid. So as soon as they get shot or cut, the acid will burn through the ship, and then there's a pocket of air, and it literally just rips the entire ship apart.
But there's also
so they like can't kill them.
That's what I'll say just in general, because there's aliens movies where they're not even in space on a ship. They're in like
in the jungle, right?
In the jungle, right?
I feel like that's
that.
the scene I
And
remember.
just in general, that's just a crazy ass defense tactic. Is your blood is made of acid, so anything that is going to kill you.
Go ahead and step to me.
Yeah, you could punch me in the face, my nose, and break my nose.
Literally kill you back.
I'll bleed on you.
And that's
Fucking
exactly
rots
why
your body apart.
I have too many dark, vivid nightmares to like subject myself to this.
Which is fair.
It's such a good story.
Yeah,
And that's great. And I love that for everybody. And I'm so excited for you all.
What? Because what kind of horror shit can you enjoy?
I can only handle what I probably really think is already happening and is very real. Like I can handle like an exorcism-y, like that world, because I kind of like believe that there's something to that. So that exists, I think.
So like The Grudge or The Ring?
Not The Grudge. I can't watch The Grudge.
You never seen The Grudge?
I watched it. I make shiver me to
That's too
giving
much.
Shiver me. It's too much.
The Ring?
It's like Chucky coming alive, like Rugrats low key is like a little too much for me.
I don't understand why people are afraid of Chucky. That shit is funny to me.
I think that's terrifying to think that one of your dolls could get possessed by a prisoner.
Toy Story?
Get possessed by a
If Toy
prisoner.
Story wasn't so positive and colorful, I probably couldn't handle it.
Yeah, but see, that's the thing. I can understand that, but see, to answer your question, T, the doll got possessed by a prisoner who
was believing in like dark magic.
Essentially, I believe the prisoner who possessed Chucky was a murderer who was put to death. And so the doll
at that first time he was being like killed. I think he was like bleeding out, and so he like did a little seance and like put his body in that thing. Chucky.
So definitely, that sounds crazy to me. And he's just alive, and he and realistically, if you think about it, that's something that's trying to kill you. Which if he just chills, no one's gonna believe you. If right now if Chucky came in here and started trying to kill you, and you run into the room, you're like, Kristen, this doll's trying to, and she goes out there like, what are you talking about? Just sees the doll just chilling there. And you're like, no, and you're all fucked up. You're like, I swear, this dog. She'd be like, yo, are you good, bro? Like,
actually, I think one of my truest nightmares.
Yeah, that sounds insane.
To have an experience that is terrifying, and then tell someone and them not believe.
No one believe you.
Like if I seen a ghost, and I say I just seen a ghost.
You're a flat earther at that point.
No, I'm like,
you're a flat earther at that point.
Because you're either insane. Like literally clinically insane, or you just seen a ghost.
But at that point, though, could you be mad at a person if they told you? Because you probably see it a lot in like zombie movies and stuff when the outbreaks or whatever, or when the person or when the person sees a ghost first. Realistically, you're gonna have to see people get eaten by a zombie before you believe that the zombie exists.
I mean,
if you saw it on the news right now, or if you got a tweet saying zombie exists, you're probably gonna take it with a grain of salt. You're gonna have to see one in person, or are you just gonna take people's word for it?
If I saw enough online, like someone getting like ripped apart, I'll be like, all right. You wouldn't believe it if you were scrolling the web seeing people get torn up.
I mean, it's kind of like a school shooting. Like, do you believe that this is like monsters are really just like killing children like that, like mowing them down and shit?
Definitely.
We see it. We only see it online unless you experience it.
I just feel like there's definitely going to be a lot of skeptical people until they actually see it happen to them, or see it not happen to them, see it happen in front of them. If there was to be a World War Z type outbreak right now, or like a Walking Dead level outbreak, I feel like people would yeah, they're not gonna until they actually it happens to them. They're not gonna believe it, or happens to someone close to them. They wouldn't believe it.
Yeah.
Because I think they felt that way with COVID. Because I seen someone ask a question though, even online today on X or Twitter, whatever you call it. If a zombie outbreak was to happen, how long do you give yourself, realistically?
To kill myself?
Give
Or
yourself
to do
Like,
what?
to survive.
How long do I
respond?
think I'll live?
Yeah, survive.
Oh.
Because you see in most TV shows and movies, there's mass deaths instantly because people don't know how to handle a virus of that sort.
I
How
feel
long
like
you giving yourself?
I'm a survivor, bro.
And also imagine, let's put you in the least realistic spot, or no, most realistic spot that something like that would happen to. Let's put you at work when it pops off.
Okay,
I'd probably be on the freeway.
That was literally my response is where am I when it happens and how rapidly are people changing?
You're at work, normal day.
And I get the text from the
text-
city.
Wait. The more
Whatever it is.
important question is, what kind of zombies are we dealing with? Are we dealing
Yeah,
with
let's
World
start
War
bottom
Z
up.
zombies, like sprinting at you, or are we dealing with like slow walkers, like Walking Dead? Because like the sprinting zombies, I'll give myself 2 days, bro.
Sprinting
I
zombies.
can't. I can't deal with that stress.
24. Yeah, that's 20. What 24?
I'm
24
straight on
days.
that.
If
Yeah.
probably any zombie, as long as they're not like breaking into my house, like they're just like
Oh,
could
they're
walk.
for sure gonna break into
Okay,
your
time
house.
out. The zombies only can kind of walk kind of fast, but they're not like they only can bite with their mouths, like
Only can bite with their mouths.
and it's not like hands and
They
they're like
can't
ripping
jump.
you apart. They're not like conscious.
Well, it just seems like for whatever I've seen, the most consistent thing is they're just trying to eat you.
Okay, so if they're a little bit conscious, like active, dead. I'm not even gonna try. I'm gonna be literally like, dear God, please look over my granny and tell Terrence I love him. And I would just be like, if I make it, I make it. I'll try to get home, but I'm not that interested.
Realistically, you're like, all right, I'm in staying up and trying to live through that, because that's fair, because those lives in those post-apocalyptic movies never look like, oh word, I'm glad I stayed alive. Like
What are you living for?
yeah,
But
in reality, it's never like popping.
Yeah, but if I was here, if Terrence and I were here when it pops off, regardless of the vibe outside, if it popped off in here, I think we would do okay.
I don't think so.
If y'all were just like here, home.
If we were in here, yes, because we're a little bit out of the way. I feel like we could barricade the windows.
that would last literally maybe
No, but because
Why you think they're breaking through that, T?
we have like
glass. Hell yeah.
The glass, yes, I can see them breaking through it.
no.
Yeah, oh, yeah, I see what
They're
you
not
mean.
gonna break
You
in
got a
the
lot of
glass
Oh,
though.
yeah,
They're not like that kind of zombie. There would have to be like 30 of them outside. Like
Well, that's
a
what
horde.
he's, because even both ways, even if they're the fast ones, if they're just the slow moving ones, a mass amount of them is a problem.
Exactly. If we came across, if horde came out here, we're done. We're cooked.
Dude, I just feel like
We're
we would
cooked.
I
survive.
fuck with that energy.
We could
for-
be quiet.
Yeah,
I feel like we would be
keeper.
quiet. We would like break that thing down. We would hammer over the windows, lock ourselves in. We would fill the tub up with water, plug it, start just
I know
filling
the
that.
real tactic because I watch Walking Dead. You gotta put the guts on you. So
100%.
Oh, yeah, I did
Yeah.
see that.
Yeah.
That
and
did
then
work. That
and then
did
we
work.
would get our
That did work.
get our
I'm
knives.
currently reading the comics right now, and that did work.
Let's rewatch that whole show.
Yeah, I'm reading the comics.
You know what? I do watch zombie shows, which is odd because it's not real. But I think because I'm afraid that it is real.
I mean, those ones, not necessarily the zombie aspect, but the spreading of a disease for
Yeah,
those
that's
things
very
seems
real.
like extremely real.
I mean, we're seeing it real time.
Yeah.
We lived through COVID.
Yeah, for sure. And how the world reacts to the spreading of a disease, for sure, to that degree.
Yeah.
Because you see, even though it's not to the same extent. So in like a show like Walking Dead, you had people who were ready to like loot and kill for whatever, and kick you out of their encampment if you didn't agree with their ways or whatever. You know, whatever it is, from different opinions. And when COVID happened, you had bro buying up all the toilet paper and reselling it on Amazon for quadruple the price. You know what I'm saying? People just taking advantage of
Yeah.
others for the sake of their own, you know?
I wonder how long internet would last
Oh, not very.
Not-
Not very. I don't think so.
Maybe they would just leave it on.
No, I don't think it's that. I think it'd be like I don't think it's.
I don't
a
even know
matter
how
of
the
them
internet
leaving
works.
it on. I think it probably shit like maintenance
Power
wise.
outage?
Yeah, like powering wise.
Like if a horde hits a power
Yeah, I don't
thing.
think
I'm not even
anyone's-
saying zombies. I'm just wondering, like,
How long people would stay connected?
Oh,
in
in general?
a post-apocalyptic world.
Like how long would any of that shit stay connected?
Yeah.
Like who is running it all?
Yeah.
Like is it just on?
Because I know the satellites, you don't need a service to tap in with the satellites. You can have a sat phone. You can have your own connections.
They'd be
to the
taxing
internet.
for those satellite phones.
Of course, but nowadays,
Crazy.
I mean, technically, all the new cell phones can.
You remember the car phones?
I never.
My
like,
pops had a car phone
yeah, I
in,
was
his,
saying,
in his car, but we never had the service on. But I would always just pick it up and just act like I was.
Oh, so
on
it
my
was.
shit.
It never worked. It never worked.
That's
No.
sick.
I wonder. So then, were those like a OG cell phone then? Was it like a sat then, or like
It was like the phone on the wire type shit.
On the cord, on the coily cord.
No, that I know, but it wasn't like you had to plug the car into something. What I'm saying is, was that
Yeah,
then? Was
I
that like
guess
a
it
big,
was
was
kinda
that
like
like
a
a big
cell
ass
phone.
cell phone then? I gotta look up how those work because I don't understand how them shits work.
It might have been like the first cell phone type.
Real talk, and you just weren't able to. That's the biggest you can get a. Because I'm sure they probably then they went from the big joints that Fresh Prince had.
Yeah. The big block phones.
Yeah, them just was
Where
fire
you
though.
pull the antenna up.
Yeah, but it's funny that they had the phone case now that's made to.
Damn, phones really did used to have antennas, bro.
They did. My old Nokia, I had the brick Nokia.
I had every Nextel I had, you pop up the little antenna.
Do you think it really increased the quality of the call?
Yeah.
There's no way.
I feel like I remember
I would fuck
it.
with a little iPhone antenna. Like we could just throw an antenna up.
Oh, you said
I would fuck with that. Yo, I don't have any signal.
You know if the new iPhones,
now I can hear
if the new iPhones
Exactly.
came out and they had an antenna, you'd be like, "What the fuck is this?"
I'd be treating it like that little door stopper, and I'd break it off in 20 days.
Because realistically, on the new cell phones, if they did have antennas, it'd probably be like built in, and it'd have like a lump. It'd be straight, and it'd have.
The
like
funny
a bump.
shit is like how is 2 more inches of an like?
That's what I'm saying. There's no way if you're talking on a phone when you lift it, and it's like a piece of plastic. It's like you lift that, you think that was really increasing the quality of your call.
And then when they had that little antenna that was only like an inch long, that was just on there, built
Yeah,
in,
the little
you know.
bump.
So that I think was just the antenna, like the actual piece, the antenna piece. What you're talking about when I'm making fun of is the one that
Yeah,
had
the
the pull
long
it up,
one. Yeah,
and then
yeah.
you
The
pull it up
tripod
higher.
type shit where
Because I
it's
think
got
what
like
you're
the-
talking about, Chris, and I think that still exists
Like,
now.
is that still an antenna in there? Or is that just for like a
that
feel?
just got made smaller and smaller and smaller, and now that
And now
piece
it's
is
just, like,
in
in
our
here.
phone. Yeah. So
Hidden.
I think that was just the antenna, and that was just let's put it up there because it makes sense when
For
you're talking on the
aesthetics.
phone. Yeah,
That was a
for
cute
aesthetics.
shape.
And I feel like if antennas still existed, there's no one making a phone with an antenna.
Wow,
any
I
other
need
way.
to look for my first phone I ever had.
I kept all the old phones, bro.
The only ones I kept are all of my old fucking like Pixel and iPhone shits. I got like my sandwich iPhone 5, my first iPhone.
I got some old iPhones too.
Yeah, the first iPhone's crazy. When I looked at it, I was like, damn, because
You have the iPhone 1?
yeah,
Oh, shit.
the headphone jack took a proprietary jack that you couldn't just use any like headphone jack
Of course.
because the hole for it is like super deep, so it had to take like a longer.
What the
Yeah, I was like, what the fuck? I forgot Apple was charging.
bugging, bro?
Wait, this is the 1st phone
They're
I
always
had.
doing some silly shit.
They were.
For real. What's wrong with Apple, man?
Oh man, yeah, dude. I have to charge it though. I don't have a charger for it. That's why I haven't been able to turn it on.
eBay.
But that's the only thing I've seen them. It's just me having the energy to buy
Yeah, I get that.
that cord,
And it's like
the old Apple cord, that
For
old
sure.
cord, dude. That shit is like, what am I really gonna turn this phone on and do with it right now?
it's the worst when you get on like a plane or you get in a car and they have some dated shit that doesn't work for your phone.
I think that's one of the reasons why I would be worried about getting any technology installed in my house. I want to keep, if I was to own a house or like own property, because you know how you see the houses with the tablets built into the walls and shit like that. Dude, they be making new tablets every fucking year.
Yeah.
So realistically, why would I want that shit installed in my house?
Realistically, if you could just have a thermostat on a free tablet that you could walk around with, I feel like that's harder than putting it on.
Those are the only things I feel like currently they don't update that much. Is those digital thermostats. It's a Nest one. It's a Nest one. That shit is fire. I do like that. Those are cool as fuck.
Yeah, I think being able to control your thermostat remotely is pretty cool.
Hell yeah. Do you have that feature
Oh,
here?
yeah.
I don't know. Should look into that.
What if you?
The
what
concept
if we have it
sounds
this
great.
whole
Like,
time?
yo, it's gonna be so hot when we get home. Oh, let's just turn the AC on now.
So
Stranger with a door key.
I watched a dude who set up his smart home with all that shit in it. He has a Nest like little spinny dial one and all that stuff, and he says it's all does not work. Like, because he like even has it set up so that when he leaves his house, it's supposed to turn off, and then when he's in range of his crib, it like supposed to turn on and turn to the temperature. He has like home settings and all that shit. He says the interface is dumb clunky.
You know what I
That shit
heard
don't work.
is that it's actually better to just leave the AC on at a steady temperature than to turn it on like periodically.
Yes, for sure.
So you actually save energy that way.
I have to tell a story of the AC being on when you come home. So when I was fresh graduated high school, I was living in a duplex. So it was like the top floor of a home, like whatever. Yeah, it was actually, I think there was 3 of us. Anyways, my landlord lived underneath me, and so when you'd open the front door, you'd walk up the stairs. They had their own door. You would go up the stairs, and then like I was all the top floor.
Sounds nice.
Yeah,
And so we clean the house. We're getting ready to go. We go to Myrtle Beach for a week, and we come back. And
oh shit! I already just from you just even Chris
and before this, I had a cat, Kevin, and he would get out of the house. And one day I was home. They did not know that I was home, and they opened my door and let Kevin in.
Your neighbors
Into my home.
/ landlord.
Downstairs landlord opened my front door and let my cat in.
I mean, that's nice thing to do, right?
It is nice, but to be honest, why in the fuck are you in my house? Let my cat. I'm in this. Obviously, I'm glad Kevin did get hit by a car and die, but like, if that was the case, that was the case.
Did they go into the apartment, or did they just open the door and let him in? Or you're not
They
sure?
just opened the door and let him in. Okay. And obviously I don't really mean that. Like, if Kevin got hit by a car, I would have been sick. But like, I just think there's like a high level of like, what if I got something going on in here? What if I'm like,
Cooking
What
meth.
if you're a murderer and you
Like-
got some bodies in there?
Cooking meth.
it doesn't matter. Like, there was also another occasion where they had come into our house.
How did you know that though? How did you even find that out?
Because they would like say something about it.
Oh, they said that they did that.
So the one time they admitted to it, and I was like, "This is literally crazy." And also because it had been so many times when the cat thing happened, I'm like, "This bitch just opened my front door and let my cat in. This is crazy." Okay. Anyways, because imagine somebody just opening your house.
Of course,
I
no.
mean, I don't have a landlord
Yeah,
though.
landlord, but still, yeah.
But you've never. You know what I'm saying?
what
Like,
you're
imagine
saying.
if your fucking landlord comes over and just opens the door.
Yeah.
But aren't they allowed to like go and?
Nah,
No,
not legally.
no, because I had an agreement. It's my place. Stay the fuck out of my house.
Not legally.
So, you know that song, Stranger with the Door Key, that claims I'm just visiting. It's a fucking, never mind, anyways.
Who's it? Yeah, I don't know. Who
It's
that
the postal service.
is. Oh.
Anyways, we used to sing that song about our landlords all the time because they were just like, they had a door key. They just let it open up
They
our
were just
shit.
So wait, so what happened with the AC? Can we get back?
I go on vacation. We come back, and I had freshly cleaned, swept, everything was
Clean up the
good.
spot.
And so I come in, and the air's on, and the fan's in the window, and the windows are open, and I go in the living room and there's all these dead bugs on the ground, like in a pile, like probably like 10 dead bugs or something. And I'm like,
what the fuck?
What the fuck is going on now? And so then she had left a note that was like, oh, we turned your air on for you because we knew you were coming home. So what were you doing when I was gone? So you were in my apartment, and then they said to us, they said, oh, we seen that your trash needed to go out, so we took it out for you guys. So at what point did you notice that my trash needed to be taken out because you were in my house?
That cat thing was like the lowest on the total pole.
Yeah, that story got worse and worse.
Yeah,
but that
was crazy.
That's creepy.
The cat letting them in, that's one thing.
Yeah.
That shit, Kristen, you got to lead with that one.
Okay, so
Yeah,
I guess like the cat conversation is me saying that after experiencing them, just like, how many times were you just in my house? And like, this is
They
crazy.
took your trash out, opened your windows. What?
And like, in all reality, that could have been like an amazing neighbor story.
What's up with the dead bugs though?
Yeah, was it dead bugs?
Because like we had a ceiling light, but it had like you know, like it looks like a nipple, like a boob, and it's like.
Yep, I know which one you're talking about.
And so there was dead bugs in there. This bitch took it down, dumped it on my floor.
What the?
But like, and then took my trash out, and then did the air shit, and also. I remember.
Nah, I'm actually hot if someone comes in my house and dumps bugs on my floor.
One time, like wild. This is.
I would actually like document
and
that.
And you got some dead bugs on your floor. My bad.
What the?
We noticed. Yeah, I'll never live down.
And by the way, pick up these fucking bugs.
And we noticed you needed to take your trash out. What? And so Brooke, I remember one of the times that they had come in the house and also.
Was the house dirty or something?
No, they cleaned before they left.
No, the house was, I mean, it was like a 2-bedroom apartment, and it was when we lived together at this time, but for like 6 months of me living there, it was just me, and one was my closet and one was my room.
Damn, y'all should have put cameras in there.
Well,
it would have made me after.
This is like 10 years ago. I had to just get out, and that's like basically when I moved to LA. But
that was not in LA.
No, that was in Ohio.
Wow. It's starting to add up. Starting to all make sense.
But at the end of the day,
that was the missing red herring.
Yeah. Something wasn't adding up.
And I did not know these people though. Like, it's not my family.
Nah, it don't have to be. You're just saying it was in Ohio. I'm like, okay, I'm seeing that. I know how y'all get down out there, Kristen.
Dude.
You've already told us some stories of back home, how lit it be.
That's so funny.
Kristen.
Oh, shit.
One of the times he came over, my roommate had her vibrator on the bed.
What?
And it was like...
Me?
What?
You said I came over.
No, I didn't. I said
who came over?
My roommate.
Oh, yeah.
It was a guy?
No, my roommate had her vibrator on her bed, and the roommate or the neighbor had come into the house one of the times.
And did she,
sorry, you're like, I was like, what are you talking about?
Did she? So she just came.
She
y'all
just
weren't there when she came in.
It was a guy.
The guy came in.
It was a husband and wife, but it was like the husband, like when the cat was let in, that was the wife. So I was like, okay-ish, because I was in the home when it happened, and I'm like, this is crazy. Like, she just opened my house, and I was like 19, so like they probably thought they were like helping me out, but like I'm not your kid.
Yeah,
I'm actually paying rent. It's crazy that you would do this. Yeah. So it was like, so when that happened, when her vibrator was left out and the guy had like maybe seen it, like we were just
he probably did more than just see it.
Like,
he probably sucked it. Honestly, he's like, listen, he literally, I want to bang my head on the table.
Smelled things like,
yeah, no, for
That's
sure got a whiff.
That's exactly what happened.
For sure got a whiff and threw it back on the bed. He said,
But you know what I'm saying? And like, if you've seen him, if you've seen this guy, you would say,
oh yeah, he was smelling that.
You would be like, oh no. It's giving Zach.
All right, let's move on. Yo, I gotta change it up. We're gonna change it up.
I wonder I'd like to ask your friend, was she able to use it after knowing bro smelled it?
Probably. I'm sure of it.
All right.
God bless her.
That's hilarious.
Oh shit!
What do you guys think about this airline offering unlimited travel for $600?
Yeah, all right. So hold on. I seen that in the chat, but that's not in America though, right?
I think it's European
Airlines.
Wait, but can we fly European airline?
We can probably fly the European Airlines. We just got to be in Europe though.
Yeah.
That's the only thing that.
So if you traveled abroad for maybe like 6 months or 3 months, it probably really would.
Yeah, my whole thing is like.
Why didn't America offering this shit like that?
I'm wondering, but I think
Spirit was doing it through the U.S. though.
Yeah, I bet they were.
At the end of the day, them having it over there, it's not as far and as expensive to travel in general as they charge in the States.
There's a guy I know of who bought guy buys unlimited flights. Yeah, he bought unlimited flights because United Airlines at one point sold that for $500,000, and they don't do it anymore. But at one point they offered that, and he bought it, and he still to this day.
That's pretty.
He
cool.
bought it in 1990.
Damn.
And he flies first class on United Airlines every time.
That's fire.
That's fire. He gets him and a guest, him and a shorty.
Wow.
Yeah. And it's baller.
Yeah, that's super fly.
That's super fly. Can you imagine? So, yeah, that's fucking crazy.
How much was it?
$500,000.
He paid $500,000?
At the I think it was you pay it off, but since paying $290,000 for the best investment of his life in 1990. Tom Stuker was flown more miles than the Apollo 11 moon trip. He's from Jersey.
Damn.
From Jersey, paid $290,000 for the pass in 1990, according to Washington. A decision he said is the best investment of his life. They don't offer it anymore.
It's a big investment, though.
Yeah, for flying, but at the same time, when you think about it, it's like unlimited. It is. I wonder how many people would, because I feel like there's a lot of rich people who probably would buy that now.
But I feel like for $290,000, I would be able to get enough traveling in.
Nowadays, that would be $1 million. It wouldn't be 500,000 or 200. In today's current market, it'd have to be like $1 million.
But you don't think you'd get enough trips out of yourself for 290,000?
I think you could easily do now, because nowadays you could probably fly $290,000 worth in a few years. Realistically,
nah.
Because the way he's flying, you could fly to one place and fly to another place. He's flying like it's like riding a bus. Because I didn't read this story, I watched it originally on YouTube, and yeah, he's treating it like he's riding a bus, dude.
Just going from place to place.
You can fly someplace in a day.
That's fly.
Oh, for a day.
That's so crazy. Just go to lunch.
You want to have that type of you want to have some deep dish? Let me get. Let's
go to New York.
Let's go to Chicago real quick.
That's so sick.
It's crazy. So I think realistically, if you have it like that, I think you could probably $290,000. You could probably do that in a couple of years.
Yeah, if you're
how expensive flight. I feel like flying is expensive right now.
It is expensive
for the most part, and it's international too. He's flying in other countries and stuff.
Like, I don't think we're gonna go back home for Christmas because it's so expensive.
Also, expensive in a horrible time. I feel like visiting your family
in the winter
for Christmas, just specifically for Christmas or Thanksgiving, is such a waste. Like going a visit home, because everybody's like, oh, I'm at my uncle's, I'm at my mom's house this weekend, and then it's like trying to get all the families to like hang out multiple times during like the busiest time of the year. It's like not it.
And I mean, me personally, I feel the same, only just because of the weather and where we're from.
Yeah.
I want a snowy Christmas. I've never had that.
See, I don't mind it for the day that it snows and maybe the day after, but then the third, fourth day after, the dogs start peeing in it. The homeless people start pooping in it. Like, snow becomes.
I do love the snow.
The snow becomes annoying, and driving in it, the anxiety of people who can't already drive now or have to drive in snow. Like, yeah, it was just always just annoying. Like, but I understand people's allure for snow and like why people like the snowy Christmas, and it definitely feels Christmas. Not as Christmassy. It's easy to detach yourself from Christmas out here.
Oh, hell yeah.
For sure.
Yeah, when it's 80 degrees and the sun's out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Christmas where? If I don't see a Christmas light, it might as well just be a Thursday in May.
I'll say though, during the holiday season here in LA, because it still gets dark dumb early, there's that aspect of it being like not necessarily Christmassy, but
winter,
cozy,
vibes.
A little depressing. I'm not gonna lie.
I love the winter here.
Getting dark. I think if we could get the weather as far as like it getting chilly hoodie weather, but it's still being sunny at 7:00, like I'd be okay with that. Like 7:00
all year round. Yeah. That would be sick.
Can we just adjust time so that it's always sunny, but at like the sun's always setting at 7:00?
Always sunny at 7. I like that.
That's our new show.
Always sunny at 7.
on what? WB.
But I feel like the time
is the WB still a thing?
It's the WB.
Like we have.
Do you remember the little frog? He would say that.
What would he come out of? Oh, the WB.
Yeah,
he had the little cane.
Yeah.
Did they like? I feel like all those dudes, they like turn out to be like racist or some shit, or like based off like racist characters or some shit.
I'm scared. I'm so sick of it.
I know, right? You
like
just find out
have anything
from your childhood.
Anything just be pure.
You know, you find out Nickelodeon, all this shit from Nickelodeon was just fucked up. You find out like
for real, bro.
The one that's what I was telling you, the documentary I just watched about the dude this dude was responsible for Backstreet Boys, for NSYNC.
Is he a snake?
Yeah.
Stop. I need to watch it immediately.
It's Christian. It's crazy. And it's not that type. At first I was watching this and I was like, oh my God, everybody's a creep. I'm thinking everybody's a creep. And then it gets into, he was just grimy.
It is not. Is it this gross dude?
What's his name? That
looks like my old landlord.
What's his name? It's on Netflix. It's called Bop Dip Dop Dop. Yeah, that guy.
That literally looks like my landlord.
It's crazy because
old landlord.
It's crazy because that dude might look like that, but he was just a genius when it came to boy bands. He knew what to do.
Lou Pearlman.
Was he a pedophile or something?
No, see, that's why I was glad it wasn't any of that shit. No, he was just a fucking thief.
Just stealing money from the artist or what?
Yeah, to that degree.
Crazy.
But, there's people in the documentary who are gonna, because it's a money thing, you're gonna have people in the documentary who are like, who support him, but he passed away. But he passed away in jail. He was in jail when he passed away.
Oh wow.
So
were you guys into the boy bands?
I'm not gonna lie, like I didn't rock with NSYNC and Backstreet Boys, but it wasn't like I wasn't. There's no way you was gonna catch me at a concert or some shit.
Yeah.
The boy band thing was such a. I mean, we still have boy bands. Like, what is that? The big one.
I don't think so. To who?
They're K-pop.
Those all right. So
those, I feel like they as a group they are the biggest.
What are they called?
No, that's K-pop, but I personally don't.
What are they?
It'll come to me.
I think to me.
Do you know who I'm talking about?
It's like it's like not B2K, but it has
BTS.
BTS.
There's BTS. There's Blackpink. Blackpink is a girl one.
Yeah.
BTS is the boy one. There's a couple of them. And granted, yes, you can say those are.
I feel like that's the closest thing we have to like an
bands.
ensemble.
No, I say they're definitely like boy bands and girl bands for sure. But one, they're doing K-pop, so it's all technically not what we're even used to, and we can't even understand the language a lot of times. I don't know. They do American music sometimes. They do stuff in English actually. Blackpink does stuff in English, but yeah, I don't know. Like, it's weird that you don't see that in America anymore. Dudes can't put their ego aside.
I think that it just outgrew itself. Like, That's not really the culture anymore for men to be in boy band singing groups.
But I don't understand why. Do you? I don't understand. It don't make sense. Because when you look back at it, it's not B2K was still doing the tour.
I think it's mad complicated though when you have boy band.
B2K was doing the tour. What's the tour called, Kristen? That had B2K, Bow Wow, and all them. That had all the.
I have not a clue.
It had like B2K, Bow Wow. I think maybe Lil Romeo. It was shit. They all had a tour together, but
can you send me that link?
Backstreet Boys is still doing shows. NSYNC is still doing shows. So yeah, it's not like boy bands went anywhere to that degree.
Yeah.
And you just brought up the fucking K-pop shit.
Yeah.
So I think it's just more or less just fucking American people just want to, like, if I'm performing, I don't want to perform with 5 other motherfuckers and split the bag with these niggas.
Exactly. I think it just gets too complicated with that many artists.
Yeah.
Like, that's probably why it doesn't exist. Because, one, there's, like, mad egos probably.
Exactly.
And then, 2,
I don't want to be the backup to this nigga.
The splits are probably insane.
I can only imagine.
Bro.
Pennies on the
And
dollar.
the people in Asia are okay because they're making it out of a crazy life of fucking potential poverty, I'm sure.
Who knows? Their record deals may not be as bad.
No, it's not even that their record deals are bad, but just the fact that they're popping.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, bro, international superstars.
Yeah, international superstars. So even if their record deals, let's say their record deals are shit, they're for sure still taken care of, I'm sure, to a degree where, because that was the thing.
Think about their product endorsements. You're endorsing 5 different people, so you have to cut a check for each one of them.
Each one of them. And so that's getting split between each one of them. And then everyone around them has to get paid as well. Everyone who does their makeup, everyone who does their fucking outfits, everyone who, yeah.
5x any artist expense that you can imagine.
So it made sense when you watch that doc, Kristen, and y'all see he did. I just said NSYNC and Backstreet Boys, but when you see how many bands he put on, boy bands, I don't know if you remember him like that, Kristen.
Like 98 Degrees.
He pretty much did everyone.
Oh wow. Okay, I'll have to watch it. I was obsessed with NSYNC.
I didn't realize they were all coming from one dude.
It makes sense though, because the vibes are also
similar.
They are the same band, just a different font.
Yeah, and even when you see all the other bands he put on, you'd be like, okay, yeah, it's only like 2 parts or 3 parts, not that long, and you'd be like, damn, they all came from the same motherfucker. Like, it's crazy.
Have to check it out.
But that was an era that just ran music.
Facts.
I think it was before, because they weren't putting Not Like Us on the radio at that time period.
Speaking of Days Before, I see Travis is releasing his mixtape.
Days Before
for
Rodeo.
Streaming.
Yeah, I guess I'm always wondered why it wasn't. But I mean, granted, that was an era. That was a crossover, so that was a gray area, because prior to that, rappers, when they did mixtapes, usually they were rapping over a bunch of other people's beats.
Yeah, but Travis made those, right?
A lot of people were making, at that time, a lot of people, that's what I mean. At that time, there was that crossover of people releasing mixtapes that contained nothing but original music.
Yeah.
Young Thug, So Much Fun was his first album. Barter 6 was a mixtape.
Barter 6 was so good.
Bro, that's what I mean. Days Before Rodeo was a mixtape full of original music. But apparently, though, when you look deeper into it, there were samples that he couldn't get cleared. Things of that nature that made it that it wasn't the juice wasn't worth the squeeze at that time.
It's dope that he's bringing it back.
Of course. Granted, I'm sure you probably have it on your streaming, uploaded it to your streaming. How did you even listen to that back then? Because that's what I've been asking people. I already have the project on my.
Yeah, I have it downloaded.
Yeah, I have it downloaded. You had to download it too as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, that's what I was telling people. But I talked to people up to this point who said they loved that project, and they don't have that project.
Bro, there's so many projects like Dom Kennedy's Yellow album.
How do you
stream that?
Yeah, I would ask that. I want to go back to that same person I know who probably loves that. Do you listen to that?
That's crazy.
It's crazy. Because realistically, yeah, there's songs on that you can listen to on YouTube, but then it's not like you're listening to it through your no, you got to go to YouTube.
Yeah,
it's a whole different experience.
Unless you have YouTube Premium,
yeah,
it's horrible.
Yeah, so that's what to listen to music on. Yeah, it's not gonna work like that.
Yeah,
no. So yeah, you got to download that shit, and I know all the streaming services offer the upload. You can upload your own music and shit now. So yeah, I personally have that album in my streaming service, but to see that he's putting it on there after all this time, like, I'm wondering if the numbers are gonna go crazy for that shit.
I just think it's really cool that the album is literally called Days Before Rodeo, and then he has an album called Rodeo.
Well, that's what,
and it's literally days before. Like, this is the throwback.
And there's supposed to be some new music on there. I believe music that wasn't.
I bet.
Yeah, I believe music that wasn't.
That's exciting, bro.
Yeah,
good for Travis, man.
Good for Travis. Shout out Travis.
And also shout out Beyonce. I heard she just dropped a new whiskey.
Yeah, not music related. We would like some tunes, Beyonce. But she put out an album this year, right? Did she put out a country album this year?
Yeah, I'm sure she will have another one coming soon.
Hey.
Oh yeah, right. Because what she did the electronic album.
She did the electronic, and then she did
the country.
Yes.
And then hold on, what's the third one?
Next, I'm assuming that it will be like some type of like psychedelic rock.
You think so?
Yeah.
That'd be crazy if she does that shit. That's the one that would get her a Grammy.
I mean, I think all of it should get her a Grammy.
Well,
but
we already know. Come on now. We already know what's going on with that. We already know what that space is looking like.
I can't even get into it because I can't take it.
Yeah, we already know what that space is like. But honestly, shout out Beyonce. I honestly didn't know what she drank. Like,
I'm glad she's drinking whiskey.
So to see that she's coming out with a whiskey, it's a weird space. I'll say this because you have a powerful woman's voice endorsing a liquor that normally gets associated with a mature man with whiskey.
Well, it's dedicated to her, like,
her grandpa.
Yeah. No, that I seen that, but just in general, even getting Beyonce, getting a female to endorse.
It is interesting.
A whiskey.
But maybe she'd be drinking that whiskey.
Probably.
I think she does. But that's something I'm trying to think, is there any other female that like has endorsed something that wasn't like tequila or something that was like, kind of girly? Because this is sick. This is crazy to see. Like a female endorsing something that Kristen, I know you drink whiskey, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go around and I'll come back to you guys next week and just ask how many. I'm gonna ask all the females that come around. Do you drink whiskey? Is that it, or is that your go-to when you go to the bar?
I don't really know a lot of women that drink whiskey.
I
feel like when I tell them that I drink whiskey, they're always like, "Oh, really?"
Because I'll say this with a lot of Beyonce's. I'm not saying a lot of. I'll say this is honestly not even a lot of at all. This is the second product I've seen Beyonce, a company I've seen her endorse or work with that seems like a little bit adjacent from what I would normally assume she would work with. When it came to her clothing sneaker brand, she went with Adidas, opposed to, I would instantly think if Beyonce is getting a sneaker doing anything, she's gonna go with Nike.
The Ivory Park thing, I think, was kind of a miss too.
Whoa.
That is a hot take, ladies and gentlemen. We do it right here at the end of the day podcast.
I just don't think that it had a very big impact on the culture, really.
Unfortunately, I'm going to have to agree. And here's the thing. It's not on Beyonce, it's not on Adidas. I solely put it on the women who did not hype this up, who did not buy this, who did not.
This is the craziest take I've ever heard in my life.
Is it crazy though?
Because I feel like, opinion, I think this.
Well, hold on, Kristen. Do you have the receipts? Because do you see?
Ivy Park in my closet.
I wasn't talking about you, Kristen.
But I'm saying
We know what you do. We know what Kristen Elizabeth
I can't tell
does.
you the last time I've been walking on the street and seen Ivy Park.
But like the thing is, do you even know what Ivy Park looks like? Could you tell me like stapled like elements that she dropped?
I'll say for most of her collections, her colorways were pretty significant.
The denim line that she dropped.
Yes.
All the cowboy inspired gear, which is like Western is everyone is wearing a cowboy boot, which is Ivy Park, which is Beyonce. Like it's an evolution of it. Like she does herself, like what she knew she was coming into, and then she dropped Ivy Park. I personally lost my train of thought because he wouldn't shut up about telling me not to lose my thought. But in my humble opinion, I do think that she has her fashion through Ivy Park had a big influence on the way that people dress. But that's just me. I could be wrong. But I mean, I still see it on TikTok. I see people wearing her stuff. You know, it's just like
maybe you know what? That's what I'm saying. Maybe I might be.
Am I out of touch?
I might. Be
I mean, in my humble opinion, yes. But I'm also like super plugged into Beyonce. Like I love her. I love everything she does. Basically, not everything. We still have space to critique people, and like everyone can live and grow. But it's not my business.
Let me see, because I feel like
I'm
I just
looking
don't.
at the line right now.
No, the line I remember. I thought the line was personally fire.
Wait, but do they? Because I opened up the link on her page and it doesn't go.
She doesn't.
anywhere.
She doesn't
doesn't
do
exist.
drops all the time.
Well, I don't think it even exists. I don't think it exists anymore.
I think she also went with them because historically Nike or Adidas gives you more control, right?
Of course, more control. I think more money. Realistically, they're gonna give you
Yeah.
more money than Nike probably would.
And
Yeah. To keep it a buck though, I haven't seen any of this shit on the street. I'm not gonna hold you.
Whoa, T.
Like,
whoa.
I feel like the denim jacket that she had, like that denim line, was like highly coveted.
Whoa. When was the last?
Sin, are you on the IG?
I'm on the IG as well, but I'm trying to see when was the last photo. Even when was this last?
She's
photo?
got Ice Spice wearing this stuff, but like,
Oh, she does.
yeah, look.
When was those photos taken?
Like the sheer.
Is that
green
old Ice Spice or
jackets.
new Ice Spice?
78 weeks ago.
So that's old Ice Spice. See, I remember. No, see, that's the thing. Here's the thing about Ivy Park. I think most of it was fire. The majority of
Quick capping, bro. I've never seen anyone wear these shoes.
it. No, regardless of whether I see anyone wearing it or not, that don't matter. Whether it's fire or not, it matters. The colorways were always hard, and the clothing was always fire.
I mean, the
And
way that they marketed it looks great.
That's what I'm saying. So
And I also think a lot of the time it was ahead of its time. So if, like, when the cowboy shit came out, nobody was on cowboy shit.
Which is fair.
And now everybody is in their Western bit.
Which is fair. That's totally fair. I think the cowboy shit was the most I seen on the street of Ivy Park. Because that was the most. Because a lot of this stuff, I think I might have not noticed it was
Like,
an Ivy Park fit.
look at this.
No, this cowboy fit is hard.
The cowboy stuff, I think, is the most stuff I seen in real life, like on the street type shit.
Nah, the track denim. This goes crazy.
Let me see which one. This,
How long ago was
This is
that?
the denim brand, the denim drop I'm talking about.
How long ago was that?
3 years ago.
Oh, that's 3 years ago. Okay.
But people are still wearing it. And there's like so many other things on here that I see people that are still wearing, because Ivy Park was just like Adidas but reimagined in a way that is like a little more high fashion.
It's not. Oh, it's a onesie. I don't know about
You got that, T.
a onesie.
But a lot of her stuff is like gender neutral.
I would cut it in half.
I just wonder.
Cause that's hard, bro. Like without if this was detached, that jacket's cool.
You got to go to the tagged photos. That's what you got to do.
They're only going for 180 though. Those
Nah, resale. I wouldn't expect resale to be crazy for anything Ivy Park related. People aren't buying Ivy Park to resell that shit. They're buying it to floss in that shit. Honestly, no one's buying Ivy Park to.
Oh, you can get the jacket for pretty cheap.
Yeah, no one's buying. I don't think people are buying Ivy Park to resell it to make some money off of it. But
I would get this denim jacket.
I want that.
they have some fly pieces. I do wonder now that she's not working with them anymore. does she own Ivy Park, or does like who owns the name Ivy Park? Or if she was to do anything else, would it just be named something else?
Yeah, I don't know.
Cause
that shit goes hard.
Yeah, see? Hey, I thought she did cool stuff. I just feel like I don't know. Maybe it's the Kristen's the only I've read currently. Kristen's the only female I'm around who home it was not on the East Coast. Back home, I was around a lot more women who I think were just champions of Beyonce.
You feel like you don't see that out here?
I don't see it out here like that for some reason. I don't see the same championship.
The only
for
thing
Beyonce
we're championing
like
is Raygun.
Stop.
Everybody,
Stop it.
Kristen, you know that should be your costume this Halloween.
Honestly, I can't.
No, I'm gonna be Nana Lon. I'm gonna be Mona.
I can't wait to
talk
see Raygun costumes, bro.
That's gonna be the costume, Kristen. You know it should be Raygun.
It gets under my skin. So
The bunny hop was insane.
Kangaroo hop. Get it correct. Kangaroo hop, T.
It's not for real. It makes me so mad. I don't even think it's funny. Like, there's no part of me that thinks it's funny.
With what aspect of it? How she got into the Olympics? What she did in the Olympics?
Okay, so for those of you who don't know, Raygun,
Rachel Gunn, which is honestly,
it's a good name.
To go from Rachel Gunn to Raygun as the breakdancer name is, I gave her crazy props.
That's what I'm glad it's not her real name, Raygun. Because that would have made me upset.
If her parents were cool enough to name her Raygun and she ended up being like this.
Just the worst breakdancer to ever step stage.
That was the thing from her breakdance performance. She performed at the Olympics. She pretty much embarrassed Australia.
And the rest of the community.
The rest of the breakdance
whole community. That's for me. It's like, this is not a joke. Like,
people work really hard.
And I think that's what pisses me off.
Hey, she worked really hard too.
Terrence, don't. I'm not even gonna dignify this.
The thing is I'll say this.
It was a joke, Kristen.
I did go back.
Chill.
I did go back and I watched all of the because they scrubbed her actual round off the internet. It was incredibly hard to find her actual round. Yeah, it was super hard to find. But before they scrubbed the rest of the breakdancing Olympics off, I was able to watch the women's finals, so the women's gold match and the men's gold match. And then they had a couple of other preliminary rounds, but hers was totally scrubbed off the internet. And the other rounds I watched, just because they were playing the women card with her, saying like, that's why she, like, what
is the woman card? As
far as like, you can't have those same expectations as her spinning on her head or doing all this. Women don't. That's what I sucked my teeth as well, Kristen. Because then if you watch the women's gold round, you had someone from Japan versus a woman from Japan and then another girl from, I can't remember the other country, and they were fucking crazy, Kristen. They were insane. It gave me goosebumps watching them.
See, and that's why I don't think that shit is funny. It like it bothers me how much it bothers me. Like it just like,
one of the girls did the front flip when you kick your leg back and it pulls you over and makes you do the front flip. Like
this is gymnastics, low key.
100%, and it sucks that it's not. They're trying to say, because for people who don't know, the next Summer Olympics is in LA. And the next Summer Olympics, breakdancing won't be in it. And people were trying to say that it's not because of Rachel Gunn's performance and how no one paid attention to the rest of the breakdancing. They just made fun of Rachel Gunn's performance, and that took the limelight. But the Olympics is saying that actually the committee agreed that Olympics was not going to be in the 2028 Olympics regardless. Before they had decided before this, which I don't believe them, because you telling me y'all put Olympics in the
I need to find that video.
You put breakdancing in the Olympics, and then when breakdancing is coming to the country that it was invented in, you say, oh.
Yeah, that's actually crazy.
Not only is the country it was invented in, is it going to be in Los Angeles, one of the hubs for breakdancing. And you're going to be like, oh, no, we're going to cut it this year. Nah, that's some bullshit. That's BS.
Yeah, no, that is crazy.
But yeah, they scrub. Dude, it's crazy because literally I had all that went viral, and I was like, I seen a video of them trying to be like make excuses for her or whatever, saying like, oh no, like you shouldn't be coming at her like that. You know, breakdancing is not even just a woman card. Breakdancing is self-expression and things of that nature, which I totally agree. But there are legit, what Kristen said, gymnastic level moves that are a part of it that I want to consider on an Olympic level a requirement.
Yeah.
You watch the other gymnasts in those other dance things when they do the twirls and stuff like that. Yeah, they're doing like elegant moves, but they're also doing like flips and fucking twirl, you know, like
the fact that she didn't have to do any of that.
She tried. She stood on her head. She did a headstand. She did I can't think of the name again, but
hop?
Nah, those are the moves that went viral though. The kangaroo hop,
swirling on the ground. Oh my god.
Oh my god, when she closed up like a clam.
She hit the
funny.
clam. No. Oh my god.
And but here's the thing though. You might not be able to watch her Olympic performance, but if you do go to her Instagram, there are plenty videos on her Instagram of doing the same shit.
Bro, I seen one, and when I was watching it, I was like, this is hard to watch, man.
And she has a PhD in this shit. She teaches at a college back in Australia, hip hop and breakdancing.
The best memes are the one where they got the audio of that one dance instructor.
I like
Wait, is that the same person?
No.
Oh my god. No, because I was so old.
Because I like the one where they put just the feet scuffling to.
Dude.
Dude, man, the internet's great. The internet's great. I'll say that. Yo, honestly, after seeing that, y'all guys can't be surprised. This has been what 2024 has been giving us all year.
Just comedy.
Just straight ridiculous. It started out with Cat Williams. We said this last episode. It started out with Cat Williams giving an interview that lit 2024 off. And then from then on, it's been ridiculous act after
Shannon Sharp died down after that. He had a good run, but I feel like he's not interviewing as many.
I would agree with that. Or not even necessarily died down. I think that just set such a high bar that any interview he did after, motherfuckers was just looking for the tea.
Yeah.
That's the issue with doing such a tea-filled interview.
Especially
after that,
you're Shannon Sharp.
People just gonna be looking for the tea.
Shannon Sharp's funny, man.
Do you have those people, Chris? Like, do you pay attention to the Shade Room? Do you follow them on Instagram?
No, I feel like the Shade Room is not good for my mental health.
Because it's crazy how there's just certain grams that are just meant to just spread tea.
Yeah, it's like too much.
I
like a respectful drama, like a Complex or like something.
Do they do fact checking on the Shade Room and shit?
No, and then like especially I think specifically for me, I care a lot about Meg Thee Stallion and that experience that she went through, and I just feel like the Shade Room was like quick to just post any little bit of information without it actually being based in fact or without it actually maybe painting a true story. I just think they're just like a little bit desperate, and I don't know. It's just like, I don't know, not it for me, in my humble opinion.
I mean, Meg Thee Stallion, I think, to me personally, with that whole situation is a perfect example of why you can't give in to or care about public opinion, because in the end of the day, they're never gonna understand you. So you have a female that's gone through something, and look at how the current narrative is, Kristen.
Yeah, it's fake. She didn't get shot. She's a liar. Like,
not even that aspect. You have people who on any post she puts, the number one comment you see under it is free Tory.
I feel like I feel like it's disrespectful to say the number one comment. Because like I
a
think
majority
she is
of
still
comments
bigger than
under
that,
that majority, I'll just say that, but even in
there are
general,
the comments that exist 100%.
the fact that
on
even
every
people
single
are
post.
posting that under there, knowing that the man has been found guilty for that situation.
It's like why people love Trump. Like people want to hook on to and believe whatever feels good to them. Like people want to think that Tory Lanez is innocent and Meg Thee Stallion's a monster. Like, and it's all orchestrated. Like she lied about getting shot. Like people choose to believe this. People choose to believe that Donald Trump like actually is good for America. People decide crazy things every day.
I'll say this about Donald Trump because we can get into that. Just even bringing it up, just in general, the political shit. And this is not a political podcast, but.
I love that you say
I've been
that.
listening to some stuff recently, and this motherfucker sounds like he over it. He sounds like he's over it.
It sounds like he's not even trying anymore.
It sounds like he don't. He sounds like.
Did you see his response to Kamala, Michelle and Obama?
Because he's doing something right now to try. He's doing.
He was like, Michelle and Obama were taking jabs at me all night, like. He was like, and they told me to stop doing personal attacks.
And that they should focus on the policy, but
it's like, yes, you should, bro. You haven't said shit. That's my whole thing with Trump is like, he just sounds like a broken record. He's just repeating the same phrases, talking down on immigrants and calling them rapists and people that escape from prison, and it's just like all of the hate, like. Instead of just hating these people and ruining their lives, why don't we try to like figure out how to make things work?
Yeah, that rhetoric I think is starting to. That's the thing. I still haven't met an undecided voter. Have you guys? Do you guys know any undecided voters?
I mean, I know people that are voting for.
Nah. Do you know anyone right now who
that's
don't know
on the fence?
That don't know and who regardless? Because I know we all probably know some people who are voting for Trump. Or some, yeah. I imagine we probably all know some people who voted for Trump. But do you know anyone who's undecided?
I would consider. I don't know anybody that's like undecided, but I do know people that are voting for the other candidate, which is like a non-candidate, which is ultimately to me undecided because like you can't decide between the two.
What's the
Robert
name?
Kennedy.
Robert Kennedy.
So
yeah,
I know people that are voting for Robert Kennedy, and like,
I do know a couple people too.
And honestly, like I respect that, but I'm also like, why even vote? Like why even go do it? Because it literally doesn't matter. Just like I think a lot of the time that my vote doesn't matter in general, but at least even if I'm attempting to vote for somebody who could possibly win, like he's obviously not gonna win.
I think just because we all are endorsing voting in general, it'd be hard for me to just look at anyone who voted for someone who might not, whose chances of winning are pretty much
it's impossible. And don't get me wrong, like I do think that there are a lot of amazing things that he says, but like at the end of the day, he's not going to win. No, he's not. You know what I mean? I'm not trying to be a hater, but it's almost like, why even take the time to go out of your way to vote? I mean,
maybe they just want to stand on that.
That's really what it is. That's why I can't knock it. Because they want us to stand on business.
Yeah,
if they're not going for either side, it's like it doesn't really affect either outcome. But
yeah,
at least they're doing what they think is right.
Yeah, what people fought for. What they want to express themselves.
And also at the same time, it's people, because I feel like you would probably understand that a lot more, Kristen, if Biden was still the Democratic nominee.
Oh, 100%.
That's what I mean.
But now, at this point where I feel like we actually stand against, like,
or no, we have someone who's legit,
who could like stand an option. I'm like, come on, guys, like,
because if Biden was still, I can't remember who's Charlemagne mentioned. Someone, a comedian, said the first party to get rid of their 80-year-old.
Who said that? Who said that?
The first party to get rid of their 80-year-old nominee is gonna win the election.
Yeah, 100%.
Because Trump is. I'm telling you, I'm hearing audio now that when he was talking about fucking thing, what Barack and them were saying. Mm-hmm. This nigga sound like he over it. He sound tired. Just imagine what his schedule's like right now.
He's just exhausted. He's like. He's like, and this guy, he's being a hater.
And he's 80 years old. So exhausted is a different level.
Wait, can I read you the post that my
And he's got to go debate soon in a few weeks.
This is to me what a Trump supporter is. Like when I think of Trump supporters, I think of my aunt. She said, "So I heard Kamala Harris is an alcoholic." Next post. "She can drink Nancy Pelosi under the table." Next post. "Just saying. Wonder if it's true." That is the definition. When I think of a Trump supporter, I'm like this. Like you're just saying whatever you heard. Like you're not actually trying to like understand anything ever.
And really, I'll say this. So I would want to talk to her to the degree to just figure out what did she get? What was her goal for putting that out there, right? So she said the first post was, "I heard she's a heavy drinker."
Heard she's an alcoholic, which
How's she
also
alcoholic?
the gag is my aunt is also an alcoholic. Ooh.
So you heard she's an alcoholic.
I heard she's an alcoholic.
Like what that post right there? That was the first one, right?
Uh-huh.
What was the energy behind even putting out that post?
Just to hate on.
Just to hate,
right?
to hate and be opposite, to support Trump, to be opposite of Kamala, to be just it's. And to me, that's exactly a Trump supporter. Like that is the energy when I think of a Trump supporter.
Because that's Trump's energy.
100%. Based in fact that this is his vibe.
But that's the thing. So the response he got to bringing that energy into politics that never existed before, which was that hate energy, was he became president. He won the election. So he knows nothing else.
Yeah.
Up to this point, all he knows is he brought this energy that didn't exist into politics and he won. And up to this point, it's kept him on the news every day.
But I also think that him becoming president and us seeing where things led to, like the storm on the Capitol, things like that, that's cemented in history. You know, we had a president that was like Donald Trump, and you can argue whether or not it worked, but for me, that time was so crazy, bro.
Here's the thing. What you're saying is not wrong. You'd have to he'd have to tell me himself that he has a hard time sleeping at night. Because at this point,
what does that matter though?
Yeah, because
what matters is at this point, Trump, the way he acts, he doesn't seem like he's ever held accountable for anything he's done up to this point.
Yeah, because he's rich.
He doesn't
exactly.
Need to, yeah.
So in reality, he can continue. He's brought this evil energy. Yeah. It's worked for him, and at this point, it hasn't.
At this point, he wants to become a dictator.
The dictator thing, I don't think it'll be possible. I think there's too many things in place to
but
prevent
that's
that.
Wait. Also,
that's his level of control.
Of course.
And Project 2025, whether I've heard people say that it's not really his thing because it says
Project, denouncing it because it looks wild.
And it says Project 47 on his page if you look at it. Anyways, in Project
he's playing the fence with it so he can get niggas to vote for him.
Exactly. I think it's his bit. But he's going to replace all government workers with MAGA supporting, like people who are like ride or die MAGA. That's who he's going to be replacing it with.
That's when but to me personally, that's when he sounds like a car salesman. I don't think let's say in this crazy world, I don't know
how an executive order works. Like
let's say in this crazy world he does win. I do not think a lot of those things are happening, Kristen, unfortunately. For those Trumpers out there, if you're listening,
yeah,
I'm gonna let you know right now because it's gonna be on the same side. It's gonna be the same thing with Kamala. A lot of the things that she's promising, unfortunately, that's just the way the president works. You're only the president for 4 years. Yeah. You only really get to do things for 2.5 years. That 1.5 other years, you're campaigning to become president again. So realistically, you're not really gonna get that much done. So both of them, it's just the stuff that Trump's promising. Who the fuck wants that shit? Who wants that shit? Other than such a small percent of rich motherfuckers that in the end of the day, it don't make no sense.
They don't represent.
There's such a small percent. And the other people who are just like bandwagoners with this shit, it's like either they're misinformed and are just don't know what to follow. and just are enjoying it.
I think they
because
just
it's
blindly
entertaining.
follow.
Blindly follow because it's entertaining.
Yeah.
And also, you can't deny. Here's the thing with presidencies that I've seen is how people felt when someone was president. And for whatever reason, when Trump was president, people felt like they had more money. Granted, the country was on a downturn, so whoever took over after Trump was going to feel the effects of COVID in post. But prior to that, Trump was able to give everybody those stimmy checks, give everybody.
But that whole thing, like, it wasn't even really him that gave it to us. Like,
It was COVID.
I mean, yeah.
But
I'm just saying he
felt-
signed it into action. Like,
he signed it into action. But at that time, the country, people, when they look back at that, when they look back into their bank accounts, I could tell you the same thing, bro. I'm sure you might feel the same way. I know for a fact I could do. My bank account was more full. I had more money then.
Because of the stimulus
No,
check?
because of just how life was set up for me. And
You
I
weren't,
can't.
like,
I'm not
doing
gonna.
anything, spending
I'm
money.
not gonna put that on Trump. I'm smart enough to not put that on Trump. I can put that on the Times because hey,
When was that, though? Like,
that was
COVID?
COVID year 2020. You got to remember, one, the company I'm working for is making crazy bread right now. Two, I'm traveling far and getting a crazy check for my job, working at my job right now because I had to drive 50 miles each way each day. I'm getting a thing.
Because they were probably getting that PPP loan.
They were getting the PPP loan. I'm one of the few people
Paying
who's
people
working.
well.
Not only am I working every day, still working full time, working OT because of how much work the company I'm working for is getting at this time.
Yeah.
Because you know how much work they were getting at that time. They're getting crazy business. Mm-hmm. It was one of the few. The retail industry on that side, on the interwebs, was one of the few industries. Dude, Louis Vuitton became the richest nigga during COVID because people were spending the money that they were making, surplus money they were getting from living at home and not going out and doing anything. They were spending it on shit.
Yeah.
People were not reinvesting any of that money, bro. They were spending it buying shit. That's all they knew. When the stimmies came, that's all they were doing with it. When the PPPs came, that's all they were doing with it. They weren't making it. They had that, once again, that small group, that small percentage of people who like took the COVID opportunity and leveled up like that. But
You know what a lot of people did with their COVID money?
what?
Got a BBL.
I'm sure that was a very common thing.
very common during the pandemic.
I'm sure.
A $1,200 BBL?
No. I think people pay more than that. But
Yeah.
Oh, you're talking.
I just
COVID
know,
money.
like during COVID, like so many people.
You got to
I know
remember,
got-
T. People were getting. You were working during
yeah,
COVID.
but people were getting unemployment.
People were getting money for not working, bro.
And some people were getting paid like
Mad
more money on unemployment than they were at their real job.
Yeah.
I heard that.
Yes. That's what I mean. That's what people felt. It's a feeling, and all they could remember is things like who was president then. Mm-hmm. So that's what Trump has been riding on this whole time. That's why you have dumb niggas like black people, fucking swearing that their money was better when Trump was in office because scams were working. Nah, you're not gonna convince me that, bro.
But then you have to listen to their objectives and all the things that he's big on. It's just mad random.
That's what I'm saying. Who wants any of that shit right now?
Yeah, like, why are you so obsessed with that? Like, there's plenty of other shit that we need to focus on.
100%.
And I just feel like when I hear him talk, it's just not aligned. I'm just like, bro, you have an agenda for your own good.
Yeah. So
I don't know, man.
all I can hope for is people who are voting and all that, and who are like voting for whatever you're voting for.
I just want what's best for the country, man.
Yeah, just be informed. If you're gonna have your opinion, I don't care what it is. If it's not the same as mine, if you can have an informed opinion, that's all I would hope for.
100%.
Just try to be informed. Don't just take some.
And also I understand the reality that it is hard to know fact. It is hard to know fact in this day. Like, I can look up one answer and find a lie online of the same thing from like probably a fairly reputable source.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that's very real.
Yeah.
So I don't blame people for being you know, maybe I'm uninformed on some shit too. I mean, obviously I am, like, I'm a person, but I don't know. Just like you said, just
we all are informed to a degree.
But like
this last week, just the last 2 days, I have not even just the DNC itself, but because the DNC is going on, I have discovered so many things about Kamala Harris that I didn't know from just different interviews and things that are popping up in my algorithm that are about her, that were things that you might have thought about her that were actually wrong. For the most part, there's very few things about Trump that I don't know about this nigga, because he's been in the public eye for his entire career. So grab her by the pussy, all that shit. I know everything about Trump. I know what I'm getting with Trump. With Kamala, like, I don't know. It just seems like it's just an informed decision. Whereas Trump, it seems like niggas is just blindly riding for this nigga. I haven't heard an argument really at all from the Trump side that has been like, you know what? Damn, you made it hard for me. I could see if it was like that, if Trump was that kind of candidate, that would really fuck it up. If he sat down and was like, you know what? I'm gonna come back mad intellectual with him. I'm gonna stop with all. Could you imagine if he just stopped all the hate shit and started just being like a genuine dude and started like being like not even trying to hate on people and just talking all the policies and shit like that? And it would fuck shit up realistically. But I don't even think the Republicans know what to do with this nigga. That's why they really didn't want this nigga. I think, honestly, they wanted someone else. But
dude, really, I think they wanted him.
No, they wanted who else? Couldn't get anyone else.
I guess
they had no one else who was as popular as Trump.
Yeah,
that was the issue. Trump was just too popular. But if he loses this time, which I hope he will, then I think the Republican people will just be off of Trump. They'll be like, all right, we can't.
Well, I think if Kamala wins, I think she's gonna make sure that he's held accountable for January 6th.
That's a hard one. I think Trump is just, at this point, the only reason why I think it won't happen, and I don't think they got what they're gonna get out of Trump as far as like pressing him with crimes. I don't think he'll have any more crimes.
But I think like that it would be making a law that prohibits somebody running for office to be a felon.
I could see something like that happening for sure.
Like, that's what I feel like will happen.
I can see something
maybe
like that
if
happen.
He's not directly like, you know.
I can see something like that happen. But as far as like, I just don't see any president unless they rob a bank or kill a nigga type shit. I don't see ever a president. What they did with Trump and the mugshot and all that shit, I think that's the worst it'll get with Trump. I don't think they'll ever.
Not the mugshot being the worst.
Yeah,
thing.
I don't think because I don't think they want to make not to use it. They don't want to make a president of something like that. Like, they don't want to make it a thing where, like how you said, not having felons run for fucking I think that'd be the most they'll do is like that.
I wonder how we look to other places, man.
Like a fucking joke, dude.
We look
Donald Trump said that America was the most respected when he was in office.
Niggas look like a
and
joke.
That's how you know you can't trust a man. That's a crazy thing to say.
I feel like other countries look at America like America's like the Las Vegas of countries.
Yeah.
Like, you can go there, party, have a good time, blow a lot of money, and then you want to have peace and quiet, go back home.
I think if Kamala wins, it's going to be, like they said, an uphill battle, you know, like, especially dealing with other countries. I can't imagine, like, every country having respect for, like,
but there's other countries,
a biracial woman, you know.
I mean, in the end of the day, I don't think that might be the case to a degree, but I'd like to see that in action. Like, who's has a problem? Because I run America. In the end of the day, I'm the elected official of America. Because so you might feel that way. Oh, I can't talk to this woman. Okay, that's fine. Well, I run America, so I'm sure you probably need us more than we need you right now for whatever it is.
I wouldn't say all that, man.
You'd have to name the country that is not gonna respect talking to a female that that Venn diagram you're making up right now.
Yeah, I don't know if I could name the
because
country,
that's not, that country don't exist. That would matter because Japan ain't gonna give a fuck. China ain't gonna give a fuck. Russia, we ain't even dealing with them like that right now.
Yeah, but I'm saying we might have to
the degree where we're going to war.
Who knows, bro?
Because I don't know if a war would happen anytime soon. That'd be interesting. I don't know.
I mean, there's a lot of money in war, so
yeah.
So
I don't see either president, because realistically, think about it. Even if Trump wins, he can only do 4 years.
War is such an interesting concept.
So war is a crazy concept. War is the craziest.
And I feel like war is you cannot care about the planet if you're literally doing war.
That's why I don't even know why this nigga's even running, honestly. You can only do 4 years. It's not like you can even run again. It's not, what are you going to
I think he thinks he's going to become a dictator.
I know. We all know that's not going to, that's just him just talking dumb
but
shit.
Theoretically, like if that happened, and now he's
the
a
fact
dictator,
that he's
then
even
what?
saying it is annoying.
It's not going to happen. I don't think that's
he's just
even
annoying.
Possible.
I feel like when it all comes down, voting, I think it's going to be like 60-40.
I can see it be 60-40 easy. I don't think the numbers are going to be that crazy off.
Well, I feel like normally it's like 53 and like, you know what I'm saying?
What, like you think you think 60-40 is far, or you think 60-40 is close?
Far.
Oh, you think it's going to be that far off?
Yeah.
Oh, instead of it being like closer, you think like 50 something? 50,
like I think like for real like 60-40.
So a 20% difference. Yeah.
Whatever, yeah.
I think that's legit. I think Kamala's gonna win though, low key.
I think she's gonna win too.
I don't see.
I think people aren't super proud.
We'll see that realistically, Trump's energy is gonna be key in this debate.
Yeah.
Because if this nigga don't come,
I could see it being
sounding 80, niggas is gonna get at him and be like, "Bro, you old as fuck," and that thing will be true.
Yeah.
Whoever got rid of their 80-year-old fucking candidate first was going to win this election. People don't want to see some 80-year-old.
Do you think Trump's going to be able to control himself at the debate?
He'll have to, because I think they'll do the same thing. They cut off your mic, so you'll just have to be yelling. If he start yelling shit, that's going to be he will look crazy.
Because Kamala's going to be composed.
Yeah, she'll be composed, but they cut off your mic.
So, I really can't wait to watch that shit.
That shit going to be prime time. We might have to live that shit,
bro.
We might have to lie that shit.
And then they got the VPs going on it.
Because I tried to listen to.
Wait. We should definitely run that live.
I'm down. We'll do that. We'll talk about that. I tried to listen to the Trump Elon shit, but that was just Elon glazing this nigga. Like, honestly, it was just like pause. But it was just wild. Like, I thought it was gonna be him having a conversation with the dudes, and it was just Trump just talking about fucking bullshit, and Elon just being like, oh yeah, you did that. And I'm like, bro, Trump don't fuck with electric shit.
Like, what are you even doing?
Yeah, like, you need to be asking him, like, why you don't fuck with my shit, dog? Trump want to go back to gas and coal and shit like that.
Republicans, I can't with them.
So, like, you need to be. He don't think he don't believe in global warming and none of that shit. All the shit you be talking about, Elon, Trump don't believe in none of that shit. Why are you not asking him about that shit? He tried to and he shut it down. That's what one thing Republicans I notice are great at. When you try to ask them about anything, they just deflect. They deflect and control the conversation. And Trump I'll give it to him. He's good at that shit. He was able to do it with Biden because Biden's old ass didn't know how to control the conversation.
Yeah.
But he ain't gonna be able to do that with Kamala. I'm sure Kamala is probably running like fucking tests and doing.
Oh, she's in the gym right now.
Yeah, dude, getting all the fucking Trump impersonators because there's a bunch of comedians. Them niggas is killing it right now.
So good.
Oh my god, and just doing tests with them niggas.
China.
I'd love to see just K-Dot just pop out.
Oh man, that'd be too. That's too. I'm hoping that too, but I think that's too good to be true. And I feel like people, you know how people just, because even though we would love that, they just hate on because I didn't think Meg Thee Stallion was crazy. They just find the way they spin anything she's does, they spin it in a way to make it look bad. So if K Dot pops out tomorrow,
they would make it look bad, but
try to spin it. They would try to spin it and say she's
if that
pandering.
went crazy, my head would explode. If Beyonce comes out, I feel like that. Wait, Stevie Wonder came out today.
Stevie Wonder, and then I think they
Maren
said
Morris.
Common. No, that was yesterday. Common and thing was yesterday. So then what'd you say? Who'd you say today?
Stevie Wonder, Maren Morris. She's like a country artist, and then I seen.
So what you're telling me
John
is that
Legend.
John Legend.
They got the bag essentially.
Everyone's hoping for Taylor.
Ooh.
You think she'll pull up?
I feel like Beyonce or Taylor Swift is like, to me, like Meg Thee Stallion kind of level of like, is it too much? Like, are they just gonna have some like, oh, like you had Beyonce come, like you had Taylor Swift come, like this
that's
like,
they would find a way to hate on it.
They would find something to hate on it. They're gonna find something. Like I love
said that
Meg Thee
prior.
Stallion, and I want her to be the star of the universe. But like, I just don't think that Meg and the presidency is like necessarily neck and neck.
She said it prior, before this even started, that she didn't want it to be a celebrity fest at the DNC, and that they were very selective with what celebrities came.
And I respect that, because and it very much felt like that watching it back. You know, like there's celebrities, but it's not like
they were saying like, yo, don't be like, don't feel the message they had sent out, the press release that they sent out was like, don't feel a type of way, because we don't just want it to be a bunch of celebrities.
Yeah. So I feel like if Beyonce or Taylor Swift came, it would very much be.
But at the same time,
celebrity fest.
If you are looking to get that person on your side to connect, because in a heartbeat, Trump wouldn't in a heartbeat would have either of them pull up if they were down. If they fucked with Trump,
they're like, you should come to the convention.
So and that's how they spin it.
Yeah.
And it's crazy because their voices be so loud that you feel like that's the narrative. When in actuality, no. Trump, if he would have them on his side in a heartbeat.
Yeah, that's true.
And no one would say anything. Meg Thee Stallion came and pulled up the thing. Trump is literally doing things with fucking trill rappers from New York, and no one says anything or looks at it crazy. They're putting their chain on his neck and shit. And no one says anything. It's crazy how they spin that shit. It's fucked up.
I have faith after watching. I mean, honestly, Michelle Obama and Barack Obama.
Hope. You gotta have hope.
She said hope is having a comeback. I said stop. And it's so funny to think, like, I remember I used to watch my dad watch politics and all the shit on TV and stuff, and I would think like, this is so weird. And now that I'm older, I'm like, oh, I understand. And like seeing both of them speak in a way that is so like kind and loving and articulate and inclusive and like just like kind, like high frequency, I'm just like, wow, what a time. Like what we've been living in. Like Michelle Obama opens her speech up perfectly. She's like, if you feel that, have you been mourning like kind of that loss of like something that was like decent, because how separate we all feel from each other. And I was like, wow, like this is going crazy. Just really, it feels like church. Like Michelle and Barack Obama feel like church.
They did both feel like churchy. It did.
Like just in a way that it's like, it's gospel. Like you're giving me like, yes, I feel this way.
They did have a gospel.
They're speaking
vibe.
Right to your soul. You know, it's not like
gospel vibe. Definitely Michelle Obama. She was going
crazy.
She definitely ended it. Honestly, if it felt like people were, I could feel the energy in the crowd was like, they definitely was like, run for president. They were like, run for president, Michelle.
Dude, the crowd went crazy when she came out.
It felt like that when she was talking.
It was giving Beyonce, honestly. It was giving Beyonce screams. Oh
man. You know what? I think I seen something where I think Michelle, she was wearing Ivy Park at the thing. No, I'm joking.
I can't.
Oh shit. Oh man.
Pray for my man Ye. They're saying he's addicted to some.
Oh, and he's on Nas, like whippets.
Bro.
Yeah.
Did you guys see what happened to the owner of Zappos?
No.
Type in owner of Zappos.
Is it crazy? Is something crazy gonna pop up?
This is a man that was addicted to Nas. He used to own Zappos.
Did you die?
Click, type in death. His room caught on fire from the Nas, but he had like basically withered away to nothing, and all he could do is like get high, and like the amount of like Nas cans on the ground, like the little pellet ones.
Oh damn, that's crazy.
Do you see it?
Yeah.
And so like for me, seeing Kanye, we all know that he's a little like
he locked himself in a shed with liquor whippets before a fatal fire.
Yeah, I just worry about.
He could have
Kanye.
killed himself though.
I mean, if you see I seen a video of him, and he was like not even hardly conscious. Like he was like his only will
Kanye?
to no.
Oh, this dude.
This dude, it was very much giving like his only will to live was like he knew he had to like hit another whippet.
That shit is crazy. Yeah, that drug is like wild. But I know people do that shit at like raves and shit like that.
Yeah, I mean, if he's on it, like just like did it a few times recreationally, but I feel like he's a little bit like he's manic.
Come on, Ye. Don't honestly. You too busy.
Stay alive, dog.
You too busy with your family and shit like that. Like, and releasing good music to waste your time.
Yeah, we need to pray for him.
Yeah,
so pray for Kanye.
Yeah, I hope he's cool, but I hope that's not. I hope it's not true because I seen like the story and shit like that, but I just hope it's not true.
Yeah,
like
me too.
Something. When I heard it, I'd be like, I feel like Kanye would just be smoking weed, but
I mean, there was that video though.
What was it? There was a video of him hitting the whippet.
Yeah, he had like a mask on. He was like, "I'm on the Nas, or on the Nitro, or whatever the fuck he said."
Hold on, there's a video of him like.
Yeah, I sent it to the.
Did you
chat.
send it to chat?
Let me see.
Was he rapping it though?
No.
Was he rapping it? He was rapping. It might have went away because I don't remember that video.
That was the most aggressive leg scratch.
Dude, literally, I think I might be allergic to the body wash, or my socks.
Oh no, turn it up. I don't know if I could just. That's it. That's all we got. I need to see him hitting that shit.
I feel like I worry about Kanye.
I worry about Kanye too, man, because he's creatively he's off the Richter scale. So with anyone like that, they always seem like they be into things. So if he is on Nas, I would totally believe it. But just in general, you see how they always go. They always go in these strange ways.
Yeah.
You mean die?
And he's in a.
You always lose them.
Yeah.
You always, when you those creative guys that are on another level,
yeah,
you always lose them in ways where it's just like, fuck, man.
Stress me out.
You know, so like when you hear that about something like that, like yes, I personally don't want to believe it unless I get some type of proof. Because remember when he was talking about,
I don't want to see Kanye die, man.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
No.
But you see it time and time. You see it time and time again, dude. Do you not? Look at fucking bro who played right after he did one of the best roles of his career so far. Played Joker in the Batman movie in Dark Knight.
Yeah, that was very tragic.
Very tragic, bro.
Robin Williams,
dude. You see it so many times.
Yeah.
The thing with music, I feel like a lot of times though, it usually be some hood shit.
For sure.
Like them niggas getting killed or some shit.
Shot.
Yeah, shot.
So sad, man.
But, with these guys like Kanye who don't be in the streets like that, these kind of artists, it usually be the drug shit. Like a Mac Miller.
Right.
Rest in peace.
Juice WRLD.
Oh, man. And that's what I mean,
That was
dude.
rough.
You don't know what they be into. And then when you hear it, you be like, damn. But at the same time, you be like, yo, this dude clearly, creatively was like up here.
Yeah.
And it make you wonder. I personally don't think it's necessary because you see it on the other side. You see it from people who are just as creative without it. So I don't think it's necessary. But, I think once it's accessible, it's hard for it to not make its way into your life sometimes. Because when you're rich like that and because Nas, you ask the average person, they might not even know how to fucking acquire that shit. They're coming at Kanye's dentist.
Yeah.
for giving it to him. Like, could you imagine asking your dentist to sell you Nas?
Crazy.
That's fucking crazy. Yeah. So, did you feel that earthquake the other day?
The one in Glendale?
Yeah.
At the Highland Park?
Yeah.
I
Which
was at
one?
work.
Did you feel any of them?
Yeah.
You like felt it? Felt it? You felt it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. One more little short story, and then I'm going to shut my mouth. Okay. I'm like, kind of like, I don't know what to do. The ceiling at the salon, so we are at the bottom of an apartment complex, like a huge apartment complex in North Hollywood, very popular. If you look up on the ceiling, there is a crack that runs, and it's a cement ceiling, okay? A crack that runs all the way down it, like a real crack, not just like a little cute one. It's given crack, okay?
Cute one. What's a cute one?
Like just like a little surface one. This is like, if you see, well, I have the video. I filmed it so that I could show you. And then, okay, so I have my client sitting in the chair, and she's like, she works in real estate in the Bay Area. She said, hey, if there's ever an earthquake, you need to get out of here immediately. I said, and she's just sitting back in the shampoo bowl. I said, interesting. What makes you say that? And she goes, you see that pole right there? And so there's like a giant pole in the salon that's like this big, right? She goes, so you can tell that pole was poured separately because it's a different color cement than the rest. So it came separately. And she goes, and do you notice the crack? And I was like, so the thing is, I have noticed the crack. And she goes, yeah, so that cement was poured at a different time, and it was built as a support to support the ceiling because it was cracking. And she goes, I wouldn't be worried about it in general because obviously, like, it's up to code if they allowed it like that, like, whatever. I mean, maybe it's not, but it's a huge building. I feel like it would have to be up to code.
Actually, you should leave now.
And then I'm looking at the ceiling, and you can literally see the cement ceiling dip down like this and then go flat. And it is at a very like particular angle that it really almost feels like it could be intentional. But then I'm also like, in what world would you pour concrete for a giant industrial building style? Like, you know what I'm saying?
You're trying to think about like
what would be the technical reason to pour the cement crooked right there?
Yeah.
Like on an angle.
Yeah.
So anyways,
It probably slipped.
so we, when the earthquake happened,
Yeah.
this is like days before the earthquake happened, and I said, hey everybody, I think we should go outside. And they're like, what? And I was like, just come outside for a minute. And then when we were out there, I just told them, because I was like, we should just wait and make sure like nothing else is gonna happen for a second. And then we went back in, and then but at that point everybody was on the same page, like, hey, if it gets shimmy shaking, we need to get to escaping.
Because you, so hold on, what were you felt it shake legit?
Yeah.
T, did you feel a shake, or did you feel a shake?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was chilling on the couch, was watching TV.
We were like 6 miles from there.
Yeah, I was pretty close. I think it was
Yeah, I think
where it happened.
it's not that far from there.
Yeah, it's not that far. And yeah, that shit was weird as fuck. Definitely stuff would have started falling in my crib if it didn't stop. It stopped. It shook enough for the crib to feel it, but then it stopped enough at the time where like, all right, this is no longer happening. And I think that was the biggest earthquake I've felt since I've lived out here. And
yeah, it was pretty crazy.
I'm trying to just think, what are we doing when the big one hits?
Riding the wave. We're sinking, drowning.
Because we
Get
live
a
on
boat?
the fault line.
I hope I'm not on the freeway, my boy.
But so they came up and they said that there's like another fault line that's even more intense.
Really?
Which is like the one that was in Highland Park. Like that is on the fault line. Like it goes through downtown LA.
Well, because the only thing I'm wondering is when the fault line does eventually crack, will LA become an island, right?
Or we'll sink under. Because like tectonic plates, it depends how it's moving, right? Like, are we moving left to right? Are we moving apart?
I just thought we was gonna.
Are we moving in
island
towards each other? And then, because if it moves towards the other one, then it can go under the tectonic
Think that'd
plate.
be all right?
If we become an island,
Yeah.
I would. Because I'm thinking.
I might have like beachfront.
Yo, bro. And the value of this crib, if you live technically, because
If I lived on the beach,
if LA became an
That would be
island,
crazy.
if LA became an island, bro, it'd be insane. It'd be like Hawaii and Miami mixed together, bro. It'd be fucking crazy out here if LA became
Plot
an
twist: life just gets better.
Yeah, I think it would become better because well, I'll say this: because you own land here, but for me, I rent, so it's instantly my rent's probably gonna go up. Because once again, living on an island, I'm sure living on an island is dumb expensive.
Yeah,
renting.
everything's gonna go up.
Yeah, but you own, so you'll be good. But if LA became an island, like I said, it'd be Miami and Hawaii cross with each other to that.
it would be probably a long time before it became an island, though. It wouldn't happen overnight. We're not just gonna break off and drift away.
Yeah, and everything would have to heal.
I don't know how that works though. How does that work?
How fast? Like how?
Yeah, I don't know.
Like,
I don't think we know
let's say
that.
there's
It's
like a
probably
big shift.
It would probably take years.
No, that I could see the fault line breaking and it happening instantly, but millions of people dying.
In the crash of it all.
Yeah, the crash of it all. Because I'm sure there'll probably be some sort of tsunami wave that'll come.
I don't know because a lot of natural disasters are so big and extreme.
We probably
like,
won't make it.
Like it could. What if it separated like 20 feet?
No, because it would have to clear the mountains.
The wave?
Yeah.
I'm talking about the wave from the other side.
Like
From
it
like
fills in
Santa
on the
Monica
side.
side. From
Yeah,
the
yeah.
Pacific
From PC.
side.
Yeah, they
From
would have to go
Pacific
through the
side.
mountains.
So that wave is gonna crash into this part and hit
Fill
all
us up like a
not
bowl.
not you, maybe not you guys, but you will probably be good. You'll probably be good because I don't know what the water will do.
Like,
on
would we
this
just
side
be
when
underground though? Like underwater?
I don't
though?
know. I do wonder
Like because
what
it's
would
the
happen.
valley. It's
'Cause-
flat.
I mean, if it filled up over there, it would spill over here and we'd be fucked.
Because remember, the Earth was something else before. It was
Pangea.
Pangea or whatever, and then it broke into whatever it was. That was from earthquakes and shit too, right?
I mean, I think like earthquakes, volcanoes,
Meteors,
like.
yeah.
I mean, because what is it? What's gonna happen? Like, there's gonna be a giant crack.
How does that work for like property? If everyone owns property, but then one day it's just underwater, like, do you still own anything? You know what I mean?
I own the ground under there.
Well, the people who own on the Pacific,
ocean, you can't own the ocean.
you can't, and
So like, what happens to the people that own that property?
it's
gone.
There is water that's creeping up on the
Like in
Pacific, right?
No, in the
Or
East Coast.
on the East Coast.
Over in North Carolina. North or South Carolina.
And I feel like the water's creeping up in Florida too, right?
Everywhere. I mean, it's
Oh,
global
yeah,
warming. They're saying that's the effect, right?
Yeah, the sea levels are rising.
That's like our
so even
issue.
over here, though, even over here, I think people will start to lose their land, low key. So I do wonder. I don't know. Neil deGrasse Tyson. There's a video I watched of his that he released like a month ago, and he said, like, yeah, global warming is legit, and in like I don't know how many years it was far enough where I think I might be dead. So fingers crossed. But yeah.
I mean,
The Statue of Liberty, the water will be up to where she's holding the book at.
New York.
Yeah.
If the ocean really rises,
New York's gone.
Like ocean gone. New York is gone.
We're cooked here as well.
No, I'm not as worried about us because at least like we'll be good over in the
I think
valley.
I
but
think
like
we're good over here.
I don't think so.
I'm gonna move in here. I think we're good over here.
No, because the water's not going to come above the mountains.
I think yeah.
They might be as tall as the Statue of Liberty.
And this is a valley too, so the water might dip
Yeah, like
in.
a bowl. It would just fill us up.
This might have
be a
been this
big
low key.
pool.
There was low key probably mad water here back in the day.
Yeah, bro.
We might be covered. Maybe I'm wrong.
Now
but
that you say that, yeah, that's true.
We might be cooked. We'd have some time. They'd be like, "Yo, the wave is coming."
Shit.
I don't necessarily
This was a
believe that
valley.
that the Statue of Liberty is going to be all the way up to its elbows, but I
I'm
do
gonna
think
build
at least
a-
like 2 feet.
I'm gonna build an ark like Noah, and we're gonna just sail out of here.
You'll have to. Well, are you gonna really have 2 of every animal? That boat's
That's
gonna
too
stink.
many.
That
That's
boat's
a
gonna smell like
lot.
ass.
Yeah, that's.
How did that work? How do you keep them animals from
It
fucking on
sounds
that boat?
impossible.
I might
but
just get a raft. I might just get a raft.
Like the Life of Pi.
like a little dinghy.
Yeah, like a little, like one of the yellow joints with the paddles on the side.
Have you seen the Life of Pi when he's in the boat with the tiger?
Oh yeah.
Wait, we should get kayaks for the end of the world in case it's in a flood.
I don't know if I'd want to die in a kayak though.
No, but like we can paddle places.
You can
like,
paddle places, and
we
I
can
think
get
you
on the
can-
roof and we can like
We
go
just
break
can't flip
in.
over.
You can't. No, I think with kayaks you can flip.
I'll kill
But
you.
kayaks you can. Oh, why did she flip over in her
Shut
kayak?
up.
Story time, guys.
All right, one last story time. I swear to God. Didn't we tell the story about the kayak on that podcast?
Oh, we did actually. Yeah, we did.
Thank God, because I'm not going through that again.
That PTSD right
She's
there.
like, didn't we tell it on that one podcast that one time?
Definitely.
For sure we did.
Yeah, I got
We don't have to talk
I
about
got
it.
dragged through open ocean water.
Go by Ivy Park right now, guys. Right now.
Oh my gosh. I just had to let that. I had
can't
to
wait
let
to
that
get
one
it.
go.
I want to.
We were ready to crash out.
Yeah, crash it. Let's do it.
Wait, I gotta do the cool outro again.
Hey, 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 hey.
End of the day podcast.
EOD podcast. Thanks for listening, guys.
Yeah, thanks for tuning in.
We'll see you next week for Shizzle.
For shizzle.
For sure.
Yeah, Kristen was sick, by the way. That's why we missed the episode.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we talked about that though. So they
Did
know.
we?
Yeah.
Oh, I said it again. It's your boy T.
T will exclusive.
It's your boy Sin.
Sin exclusive.
And me, Kristen Elizabeth.
She says I'm so funny, but
Terrence
she's
is
like,
funny.
he ain't funny.
I think Terrence is funny.
She be laughing.
Terrence is funny. I'm chilling where it's sunny.
Getting all that money.
Hey, money,
Hopping like
money,
a
that
bunny.
Counting up that green.
Like a kangaroo. Doing what I.
No.
Raygun.
We gotta go. We gotta jet.
I think I missed the drop spot, so I just gotta let it rock.
Yeah, we're gonna fade out. Oh, fade out. I thought we fade out.
Exclusive.
Oh, I like that. See. Oh,
End of the
shit.
day podcast.
Jeez.